getting anything from him. I'm trying to play the spots. I'm not getting anything. Yeah. It's plugged into 4. Can't hear anything. Yeah. I mean, 4's up, yeah. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay, let's start it over. We got it. We got it. We're good. Try it again here.
Broadcasting more than 2,000 games live and archived in 15 sports in over 10 counties in western Pennsylvania, as well as being the exclusive home for all the WPIHL playoffs and championships for nearly 2 decades. Anytime, anywhere, always there. We are the new Triblive High School Sports Network.
Welcome to PIHL Hockey 2017, here on the Triblive High School Sports Network. High school hockey at tribhssn.triblive.com is sponsored by UPMC Sports Medicine, by Carlow University, by Dollar Bank, by AstroTurf, by Chick-fil-A Robinson, by WQED, and by Trib Total Media. Now let's head ringside for all the high school hockey action only here on the Triblive High School Sports Network.
It's a hockey night
The team at
in
UPMC
Greensburg. As tonight from the Kirk Nevin Arena, the PIHL faces off on the new Triblive High School Sports Network. Good evening and welcome to 2017 high school hockey coverage alongside Rennie, Detore, and Matt Vandriak with you here at the Kirk S. Nevin Arena. Doubleheader here tonight, Rennie. We'll start with a good 2A matchup. Hampton 3-1, 0-1 on the season, currently the second-place team out of the Northwest Division. Greater Latrobe 2-3-0 in the season, sitting right now in 5th place in the Southeast Division. A good early season crossover matchup.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. And when you look at these two teams, I think how you break it down really is I think both teams are okay with where they are. I don't think they're satisfied with where they are. It's very early on. I think we got that kind of impression from both coaches. You talk about Hampton's head coach, Dave Anderson, on the other side, Josh Warner for Greater Latrobe. So I think at this point in the season, it's kind of like a wait-and-see attitude. They feel like there's more that they can be doing. But right now, the status quo, where they are right now, they're okay with.
Hampton comes in with 7 points. They're 1 point right now behind first place Mars in the Northwest Division. Greater Latrobe has 4 points. The Wildcats 2 points out of second place and 4 points behind division leading Hempfield. Hampton has scored 17 goals so far in 2017. The Talbots averaging 3.4 goals per game. Hampton's allowed 10 goals against, an average of 2.0 goals against per contest. Greater Latrobe comes in having scored 18 goals so far this season, an average of 3.6 goals per game. The Wildcats have allowed 17 goals against, an average of 3.4 goals against. Should be an interesting matchup here, Rennie, because this Latrobe offense has led by 2 of their top scorers, 2 of the guys we thought would be amongst the leaders, and Blake Rossi and JT Schmizzy, but they're going to face the best goaltending tandem in Class 2A on the Hampton Talbot side of the ice.
Yeah, really, when you look at the goalies for Hampton, Connor Andrews, 1.68 goals against average. Then you look at Jake McGee, the backup, so to speak, but he's equally as potent, 1.43 goals against average. Actually, McGee will get the start tonight for Hampton. Flip side to Greater Latrobe, yeah, Blake Rossi leads the team with 8 points, 5 assists, also the leader, but Brantley Miller, actually the starting forward, he has 4 goals. He actually leads the Wildcats in that department. But really, when you talk to Josh Warner about Greater Latrobe in the scoring, that kind of is an afterthought. Really, what's been hurting the Wildcats in terms of their progress thus far this season have been the penalty minutes.
Nice, sounds good.
Coach Warner said specifically, like, he's just not happy with the number of penalties that they're taking. So, he feels like if they can clean that up and that part of their game up a little bit better, they'll be in a much better position moving forward. But again, when you talk about the Wildcat strategy up against Jake McGee, that 1.43 goals against average, got to get traffic around the net. You got to see if you can make something happen, because right now he's been lights out.
Certainly has, and we talked about the guys that are going to try to beat him here tonight. With Latrobe led point-wise by Blake Rossi. He's the 7th leading scorer in Class 2A. Rossi with 3 goals, 5 assists, 8 points on the season. Right behind him, JT Schmizzy. Schmizzy with 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points on the season. Jason DeFelice has a goal, 5 assists, and 6 points on the season. And then Brantley Miller and Cole Ferry each have registered 5 points for Latrobe so far in 2K17. Hampton, they're led offensively by Michael Orban and Luke Schwerer. Those two each have 4 goals and 1 assist for 5 combined points. The only 2 scorers on the Hampton team that have hit the 5-point plateau here, Rennie, so far through 5 games played for this Hampton team this season. And that's an area that Dave Anderson said that he's kind of concerned about. That's his area of concern in the early part of the season. The guys he's expecting to produce haven't done so just yet.
Yeah, I mean, really, when you talk to Coach Anderson, he's okay with where his team is, but he feels they're a little bit behind as far as from a goal standpoint, as we have some Greater Latrobe faithful, shirtless faithful in front of us. But that's beside the point. So when you look at 17 goals this season for Hampton, they feel like there's a lot more that they can do. They've left a lot on the table thus far. Keep in mind, this is a team that started 2-0 and really has fallen off a little bit. Coach Anderson said they really lost a couple games that they let get away from them a little bit. So I think both teams really are trying to get themselves back on track here tonight.
Yeah, Hampton coming in off of a 6-1 win over Montour last Monday. That broke a 2-game losing streak. Michael Orban scored twice to lead the way for the Talbots, while Connor Andrews stopped 25 of the 26 shots he faced in that game. Greater Latrobe, they're cold right now too, Rennie. They've lost their past 2 games. In their last matchup, the Wildcats fell to Mars 3-2 last Monday at the Barrel Complex. Blake Rossi netted 2 assists, but the Wildcats still lost despite outshooting the Planets 47-25 on the night.
And I'll give you one reason why. And, I thought about it coming into this game when I looked at this matchup prospectively, but then Coach Warner pointed it out specifically. I think they need another letter down there, by the way. But just, I don't.
Well, if Lackner wants to take his shirt off and join him, he's more than welcome
yeah,
to.
I think they're missing an eye down there, Chris. But again, in all seriousness, they lost that game to Mars 3-2. 10 penalties, Matt, Latrobe had in that game. So they got to get this, the penalties and the consistent play, specifically, taking penalties, they got to get that cleaned up or they're not going to have much of a year.
Both teams are on the ice for warm-ups. We will take a break and be right back with your opening face-off. Greater Latrobe and Hampton coming up from the Kirk Nevin Arena in Greensburg. You are listening to and watching PIHL High School Hockey 2K17 here on the new Triblive High School Sports Network.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDriveSYou.
Carlo University is a proud sponsor of the Triblive High School Sports Network.
Welcome back to a very raucous Kirk Nevin Arena in Greensburg.
Rowdy in here tonight, Matt.
The Latrobe
the hot
Wildcats.
rod.
It is. The Latrobe Wildcats and the Hampton Talbots about to face off. 2017 high school hockey coverage here on the new Triblive High School Sports Network alongside Rennie Detore, Matt Vandriak, center ice with you here tonight. Rennie, really good early season matchup in this crossover matchup. And one thing that both coaches told us when we talked to them about the, I guess you could say the reclassification here in the AA, is how much better the competition is on this 2A level this year. You have teams dropping down like Upper St. Clair and Pine Richland, teams moving up like Baldwin, and it's going to be a tough battle for these teams to get into the playoffs just to begin with. But it's going to make for a very great Penguins Cup chase when the calendar year turns to 2018.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. I was privy last year for my first Penguins Cup. It was just tremendous hockey. It's only going to get better. And I think really both coaches, the sentiment is that you know, they're going to feed off that competition. They want the kids to get another level of play. You know, they both thought it was a good thing. So ultimately, you're right, Matt. We're going to get much better hockey, much better competition, and again, a Penguins Cup playoff that was really good last year to be even better.
Well, one of the teams who participated in the Penguins Cup Championship last year is the team in the white, black, and orange. And, of course, when I said a championship in white, black, and orange, you know it's not the Philadelphia Flyers. The Latrobe Wildcats did play for the Penguins Cup. But, Rennie, that was a game where the Wildcats had a lot of momentum heading into that title match with Plum. And then J.T. Schmizzy got hurt in the first period and really turned that championship night into a very negative experience for Latrobe. But a team that only graduated 3 seniors last year brings a lot back. Though the month of October was a bit of a slow start for them, what Josh Werner said us before the game is that everything that we need is going to be, or everything that we have wrong right now is definitely something we can fix.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when we talked to Latrobe's head coach, you know, Coach Warner, he said specifically, like, you know, he was pretty even keel about everything. You know, he didn't get too hot, too cold about where they are right now. Yeah, when you look at the standings, you know, they're looking up at several teams, but, you know, they believe, again, that, you know, they're not panicking. You know, they got to clean up the penalties. They got to get a bit more traffic in front of the net, no matter if they're playing against Hampton or, you know, whomever is on their schedule. So, but you talk about their run last year, Matt, and, you know, we saw a lot of great Latrobe hockey here at Nevin and, you know, in the Penguins Cup playoffs, and they really did ride a wave of momentum when you talk about, you know, beating Mars 5-4, moving on and defeating Moon 6-3, and then that game against Quaker Valley, winning that game 6-3, and then ran into a buzzsaw that was Plum in the finals, losing 6-1. Tough night, as you had mentioned, for J.T. Schmizzy getting hurt, and the starting goalkeeper last year, Ryan Powell, also had a rough night. So, again, they didn't graduate a whole lot. They have pretty much a pretty good team coming back intact. So, you know, the sky's the limit for the Wildcats, but they got to play better hockey.
As you mentioned, Ryan Powell's moved on. That leaves all of the work to Gage Handwork. He's played every minute of the season so far, and so far through 2K17, he's 2-3-0 in the season and a 3.24 goals against average, .860 save percentage. He'll open in the net to our left for Hampton. We'll see Jake McGee tonight. McGee so far this season 1-0. He has a shutout and has a 1.43 goals against average. I believe he also is the guy who took the shootout loss, which is not showing on his record because they don't have that category there. But again, McGee 1-0, and we'll say 1-0-0-1 with a shutout of 1.43 goals against average and a sparkling .941 save percentage. Dave Anderson, the bench boss for Hampton, his assistant coaches, Craig Rossi, Sean Becker, and Luke Lea. Josh Werner, the head coach for the Latrobe Wildcats. Jonathan Cabana, Jeff Rossi, Tim Steele, and Tyler Ballo, the assistants for him. So we get this one underway. Hampton will move right to left. The visitors decked out in the blue jerseys with the gold and black trim. If you've seen the St. Louis Blues on the road, or I guess at home now because the NHL wears the dark jerseys at home, you can picture what Hampton looks like. Left to right, the Latrobe Wildcats decked out in the white jerseys with the black and orange trim. The only team wearing those colors are acceptable. Face off at center red, and we'll get this one underway.
I'm excited for another season of Flyers jokes, just so you know.
I have plenty of them, you know it. Blake Rossi, the leading scorer on this Latrobe team, fouls back into his own zone, makes the pass to the left side, looking for Brantley Miller. Too far, it goes into the Hampton zone. Jason Reinhardt finds it there. Reinhardt chips it back to center red, and Latrobe returns favor. Bouncing puck over the stick of Cole Ferry. Here to the near side. Luke Reiser going to move it back into the Latrobe zone. Blake Rossi tries to bring it through center red, looking for that lead pass up the right side. Well read by the defense of Hampton, and a nice job by Luke Reiser to get in front of it for the Talbots. Puck drop back to the Hampton zone, and here they come through center red. Nice move there by Justin Adamski. Adamski breaks to the low zone, drop pass to Reiser, who rips a wrist shot to the blocker side and fires off the boards. Puck that is bounced around to the far side, and Latrobe regroups in their own end. Behind the net is Blake Rossi. Outlet pass going to go up the left side. Brantley Miller finds it, looking for J.T. Schmizzy. Too far, but Schmizzy touching it past the red line to wave the icing off. Both teams will change lines, and Hampton will bring the puck back the other way, right to left, working their own end. Reiser chipping it ahead, and Adamski will direct it back into the Latrobe zone to get some new forwards on here for the visiting Talbots. Working through the check, there's DeFelice. Steal in front, and a nice job by Rossi to help his defense mate out and make the steal back the other way. Still in, big blast to the goal! Heavy shot from the right point for Hampton. Ryan Iverson with the rip, and I'm pretty sure there was a tip in front as well. And the Talbots get the first goal of the game with 15:44 left here in the opening period. A heavy shot from the right point by Ryan Iverson. And we'll see what the announcement is on the goal. It may have been deflected in front, but the Talbots either way have the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and really, Matt, Hampton came out of here fired up. They were much faster the quicker the two teams. Not surprised they got the first goal of the night.
Behind the Greater Latrobe net, Lane Ruffner after it there. Ruffner going to work his way up the near side, trying to find an outlet. Looks to Dom Hart. Hart tips it into the Hampton zone. Chasing after it there is Justin Milchak. Milchak working back behind the Hampton net. He'll clear it out up the right side. Pressure put on there by Evan Clark-Deaver, the affectionately known as Moose around these parts.
We remember Moose from last year.
Hart going to glove down this clearing attempt at center. Ed moving it forward now to Paxton Nupp. Nupp breaks the zone, looking for Moose in tight pad. Save made by McGee as Clark-Deaver turned it over from 3 feet out. Big body check at center Ed. And a Hampton player shaken up as this one's pushed back into the Latrobe end. And we have a stop and play. As for Hampton, Colin Baker, he tried to throw the check, and he took the wrong end of it.
Yeah, he's getting up slowly, kind of holding his jaw there, Matt. He's coming off the ice.
I don't think it was Moose, but it might have been Lane Ruffner that he tried to hit on the boards, and Ruffner just shrugged him off. Well, we kind of had an announcement on the goal. I think he said 55. We'll get the official announcement for you. Here comes JT Schmizzy back the other way, 2-on-2. Schmizzy tries to spin, has his pocket picked on a good defensive play. Rossi at the right point, fires, blocked, and then Rossi cleaned up on a good body check by Ryan Bates. Out through center, Ed. Didn't take these two teams long to get mad at each other. Left wing feed, Schmizzy with the wrister save. McGee doesn't know where it's at, but he's able to hang on to it. As JT Schmizzy set up on a great feed from Cole Ferry, but Jake McGee there to close the door again.
Yeah, great glove save there by McGee. Yeah,
the goal goes to Michael Orban.
Yeah, they're going to give it to Orban with an assist from Ryan Iverson and Matthew Commendatore.
So Latrobe trying to get the answer. It was the last stick on Michael Orban, who gets another one for the Talbots. And for Orban, that's his team leading 5th on the season. Back in the corner, 4-man scrum there. Finding the way for Latrobe is Brantley Miller. But it's cleared back out to center Ed. Chased down there by the Wildcats. Ian Lamolinero. Outlet pass into the zone, trying to find Brantley Miller. Back behind the Hampton net, Doug Wright will regroup. Rossi steals at the right point, shoots through traffic. Off the stick of McGee and wide. Hampton trying to clear it out, sending it back to center Ed. Rossi tracking it down for the Wildcats. Lead feed comes to Miller, breaks the zone. Wrist shot coming, blockered away by McGee. Puck back behind the net. Cole Ferry after it. Ferry brings it here to the near side. Schmizzy with some board work. Back to Rossi. Tries to fire, and getting a stick on that is Andrew Kahalik, as he was able to deflect Rossi's offering. From the left point, shot to the net. 5-hole closed by McGee. Off that blast from Jake Burkhart. And Jake McGee's been busy here, Rennie, for the first 3 minutes and 32 seconds. But he has been he's been stellar so far.
Yeah, I mean, that initial burst from Hampton that led to the goal, of course, leading 1-0. But the rest of that, since that goal, has belonged to Greater Latrobe. And absolutely right, McGee has been solid. And I like Latrobe's strategy here. Just put some shots on him, make him work.
Here comes Hampton back out. Pass coming up the left side. Luke Reiser breaks the zone. Cross ice pass looking for Adamski in the right circle. Adamski trying to spin away from a check there. Going to drop it back. Adamski still circling. As Ratanski for Latrobe tries to take the puck away from him. Cole Novak will find it. Novak moving it ahead and dumping it in. Chasing after it. Here's Jared Stein. Stein trying to force that puck loose. Able to make the steal behind the net. Stein pressure on the play by Will Meglio. Now a second Latrobe player joins the fray. Coming back around the other way is Adamski in his own zone. And he's going to skate it out here for the Talbots. Out across through center ice, and Adamski finds it amongst 3 Latrobe players. Here comes Adamski offside, though, against the Talbots. Negates the play. Nonetheless, a great individual defensive effort, Rennie, by Adamski, and then turned into an offensive rush as well.
Yeah, they were going for a 3-on-2 there, Matt. It was really close to developing, actually, but again, offsides will negate that. But been very impressed so far with the Wildcats. Down 1-0. They responded quickly, but have not been able to put one past McGee yet.
Face-off won by the Wildcats. They'll pull it back into their own zone. Jason DeFelice off the glove on the far side. And we'll get a whistle. Face-off will stay in the Latrobe end. 12:44 left here in period number 1. 1-0 Hampton on top. Redirect goal by Michael Orban off a right point slap shot by Ryan Iverson. Wildcats floating it back to center Ed. Knocked down for a second, but then regained by Latrobe, driving into the zone. Or Latrobe trying to find some room down there is Dom Hart, playing it to the corner. Evan Clark Deaver will find it there along the end boards. Double teamed by a couple of Talbots, able to drop it back to the right point. DeFelice back to Moose. Moose goes to the left side. Big shot through traffic. Save made. And the rebound kept out as Jake Burkhardt let it go. Nice move by Rossi on the far boards. Backhand pass in front, but Hart can't redirect it home. And the puck comes back out here to center red where Clark Deaver regroups into his own zone. Latrobe with 4 shots, Hampton just 1, but the Talbots leading in the scoreboard category is an icing call against Latrobe. Bring the faceoff back in the zone to our left. 11:59 left here in period number 1. Hampton on top 1-0.
Yeah, I realized, Hampton leading 1-0, but I think that goal by Hampton kind of woke the Wildcats up a little bit, Matt. They've definitely been the more aggressor of the two since that first goal.
Face-off in the Greater Latrobe end to the left of goaltender Gage Handwork. Evan Koprivnikar in there trying to work it. Taken away by Ian Lamalinero. Back around here to the near side, the puck comes. Lane Ruffner will give chase. Ruffner battling in the corner. Gets some help on the play from Colton McCutcheon, who moves it all the way back to the Hampton end. And they're going to say this is not far enough for icing as Roman Kaminsky works his own zone for the Talbots. And here comes an outlet break and an opportunity. Into the zone. Schwerer to the right side. Backhand try. Handwork gets a glove on that shot. As Jake Schwartzpaw, off a nice feed, couldn't beat the goaltender Handwork, who got the left hand on it. Back behind the net now, Ryan Bates working it for the Talbots. 4 players scrum together along the end boards, trying to find room and come out with it. As Latrobe defensively, it's Lane Ruffner. Comes back to the point, shot back towards the net there by Doug Wright. And into the corner after it there is Ian Lamalinero. Go ahead, he's going to clear it out.
Good job by Wright there, keeping it in on that offensive zone.
That was nice work by that Hampton line there too, Rennie. Good job of being able to keep the puck in with a solid forecheck.
Yeah.
All the way back into the Latrobe end, we're going to see Blake Rossi. Rossi turns it over on the far boards. Jonathan Venture for Hampton finds the puck. Venture trying to get a second crack at it, but a good job there by Cole Novak to clean up. Novak going to skate across the red line, breaks the Hampton zone on the left side. Novak has his pocket pick. Good stick check by Jason Reinert. Back around here to the near side, the puck comes. 2 Talbots there as we see Evan Koprivnikar throwing the body into Novak and allows the Talbots to regroup and reverse the puck. Coming back the other way now is Will Meglio. Meglio up the near boards through center red, and it's moved ahead by Ryan Koprivnikar. Into the zone, offside as Latrobe pushed it back out across the blue line. Neutral ice face-off coming up. 10:14 left here in this opening period. Hampton on top 1-0. Michael Orban the only goal of the game.
Yeah, and really good goalie, really good work by Gage Handwork, Matt. He had a nice shot. He took down the angle, moved to his left with that glove hand. Was able to stop a Hampton shot on goal.
That was a good feed. It was a really good feed. Yeah, good cross-ice pass, but unable to put it home. As you mentioned, Handwork just got the cuff of the glove, wanted to keep it out. Turning shot, blocked in front, loose puck, bounces behind the net. And Greater Latrobe has to regroup again. Stein trying to get it out, able to keep it in for Hampton there is Ryan Koprivnikar. Into the corner it goes. We see Jonathan Venture battling for it. Latrobe finds it. They'll clear it out. This puck will not go far enough for icing, and Hampton will regain possession in their own zone. Jason Reinert up the near side. Will Meglio, a little bit of a give and go. Forecheck there by Jared Stein, trying to force it loose. We see a Hampton player, Meglio, blow a tire in front of his own net there, but Latrobe unable to do anything with that misfortune for the Talbots. To the right point, Novak has it, shoots through traffic, misses the net. Hustling after, now it's Jake Burkhardt. Burkhardt back behind the net. Stein tries to bring it back to the near side, taken away by Hampton. Meglio, lead feed, and this one's going to be chased down. No, it's not. Reiser unable to get their icing called, so a break for Latrobe, as both teams need to get fresh troops on as well.
Yeah, you see a line change happening right now. And really, Matt, I think when you look at this game, how it's progressing early on is that Hampton's getting better quality shots on goal, better scoring opportunities. Latrobe's, what they're trying to do simply is just put the puck on McGee. Try to get something maybe he can't glove, maybe he has trouble corralling it in and trying to just push it through. That's how you're going to have to beat him.
And McGee with a couple of big saves in tight so far. And he's helped Hampton hold up this 1-0 lead as this puck's played back into the Greater Latrobe end. Derek Hertansky trying to find the puck, but Hampton able to turn it back. Coming around here to the near side for the Talbots is Adamski. Adamski gets a pick, back to the point, shot low to the ice, save made, handwork, rebound in the crease, handwork down, still loose. Rugby scrum in front of the keeper, puck is still loose, and Latrobe comes out of danger with it as Gage handwork able to close that door. The Wildcats ice the puck, but a furious few seconds there. Hampton looking for that loose puck, but handwork and company able to keep it out of the net. And that was almost the replay, running the scoring play. Iverson teed up that slapper from the point. This time it was blocked in front, but that loose puck right around the goal crease.
Yeah, Matt, you're exactly right. And, you know, if you look, handwork was trying to actually cover up with his glove hand, but his defensemen were trying to, you know, to get the puck cleared. All the Wildcats were really trying hard to get that puck out of their own end.
Here comes Cole Ferry to the net, scores! Cole Ferry, he was half man and half amazing on that effort. Able to track down that loose puck and then go backhand to forehand, putting it through the 5-hole of Jay McGee. Equalizer comes for Greater Latrobe, and Cole Ferry finds the net for the Wildcats.
Wow, what a play by Cole Ferry. I mean, absolutely just shot out of a cannon. Able to put that by McGee, and again, just right through the 5-hole. Probably not the type of goal McGee gives up, but Ferry was not going to be denied, Matt, on that one.
Ferry tied now for the team lead. That's his 4th of the season, and the Wildcats tie this game at 1 on their 6th shot of the evening. And yeah, it's pretty much the best description for it. Rennie, Ferry just would not be denied. It was the old Murphy dump, the floating clear attempt.
Yeah.
And Ferry just outskated everybody to find that puck, and then he turned it over from backhand to forehand and tucked it right through McGee's legs.
Yeah, absolutely great effort.
Here comes Hampton. Will Meglio shoots as he breaks the zone, and it's deflected into the mesh.
And the thing I think that worked so well on that goal was McGee was kind of backed up almost into his own net. Again, Ferry would just not be denied. He was pushing and pushing, and, you know, McGee kind of was on his heels a little bit, Matt. I think that's kind of what helped Ferry's causes as well.
Face off here in the Latrobe zone to our left. 8 minutes exactly left here in this opening period. 1-1 the score. Baker from the face off. Big save made by handwork as he stretched out with the right leg and got enough on that shot by Colin Baker, who fired right from the face-off win. Hampton buzzing a little bit now, but Latrobe brings it back. Turning up with it here for the Talbots is Colin Baker. Baker driving against Lane Ruffner. Ruffner with the flowing mane, able to take it away and clear it back out.
I was waiting for you to point that out, by the way.
Down the right wing side, Adamski with the good shot. Save made, and handwork going to hug the far post and keep the puck out of the net. That was actually Matt Commendatore who got that shot. Adamski driving to the net and then exchanging pleasantries in front with a couple of Wildcats, but handwork's come up with a couple of big saves now for the Wildcats, so the shots are now even at 6.
Yeah, handwork really has done a nice job after that, letting up that initial goal. On that goal from Cole Ferry, Paxton Knupp and Blake Rossi are going to get an assist. That's the 6th assist this season for Rossi, leads the team in that category.
From the face-off, shot from the right point, deflected Iverson's offering, gloved by handwork. He'll hold for the draw, and we'll do the face-off over again, and Ryan Iverson is definitely not afraid to shoot that puck from the point. Evan Koprivnikar trying to work in the Latrobe zone. Paxton Knupp will step into it. Knupp comes up the right side to Clark Deaver. Evan Clark Deaver, the backhand feed. Knupp through center red, 2-on-2 back the other way. Breaks the Hampton line. Trying to get around the defense there of Iverson. Players scrum together along the far boards. Latrobe trying to steal it. Iverson gets a second crack at it. Going to reverse the puck back around here to the near side where Jake Schwartzbaugh's after it. Schwartzbaugh felled on a good body check by Lane Ruffner. Knupp finds the puck, shot to the net, sticked aside by the keeper, Jake McGee. Over to the far side now. Hampton going to keep the puck in. Ryan Bates, he's thumped on a solid body check there by Knupp. Evan Clark Deaver skating through a would-be body check by Bates. Feeds it towards the net, and a bouncing puck goes through the crease, but no harm. Ruffner now tries to shoot and has that offering blocked. Good job by Jake Schwartzbaugh to get in front of it. Schwartzbaugh a little bit shaken up after blocking that shot as well. Knupp comes back. Wrister coming off the crossbar as Knupp broke into the slot and then gets pushed a little bit afterwards. And he rang that one off the crossbar, but he had McGee beat.
Getting a little chippy here between these two teams.
Paxton Knupp made the steal, and he rings it off the pipe just above the glove of Jake McGee.
And this Greater Latrobe team, Matt, at least right at this moment, has McGee a little rattled.
Yeah, McGee was really strong until the goal. Schmizzy now from the face-off almost finds the net as his shot misses just wide from in tight. Fed back towards the Latrobe net. Puck comes back around here to the near side. Ferry, that is, goes body to body in the corner with Doug Wright. Wright trying to bring it out. Fine there at the top of the right circle. Brantley Miller. But his wrist shot up and over the net. Down the far boards it goes. Cole Ferry chipping it back behind the net. Brantley Miller after it there. Up the right wing board. It's going to be kept in there by Jason DeFelice. Tries to shoot, blocked down. Puck behind the net. Miller finds it. Miller and Schmizzy for the Wildcats working for that puck, but Andrew Kahalik for Hampton brings it back across the center red. Dump and chase on here for the visitors. Ryan Koprivnikar into the near corner. Pushing it back behind the net. Jonathan Venture finds it there. Back around to the near side now. The Wildcats going to break this one out. Rossi with speed. Down the right side, shot on. Good stick save made by McGee. Stepping in and throwing a good body check is Miller to free the puck up. Around to the far boards it goes. Venture can't get it out. Shot back towards the net with a screen in front. Save made by McGee. And the follow-up backhander by Brantley Miller, who was providing the screen. Knocked away too. Rossi. Bomb from the point. Save McGee. Rebound in front. McGee finds it and holds for the draw.
Nice work by McGee on a couple different shots by Latrobe. That last one looked like it was going to be redirected. He was able to catch it at the last minute, see it at the last minute, and put his glove over top of it to stop play. Two good saves there on that attempt by Greater Latrobe by McGee.
9 shots for the Wildcats, 7 for the Talbots. From the face-off, a turning shot from in tight by Cole Novak just goes wide. Hampton clears it back into neutral ice lane. Ruffner finds it. Ruffner moving it ahead. Colton McCutcheon finds it. Gets it on now to Alex Avolio. Drop pass, shot on there by Novak. Blocked. Follow-up tried. Deflected in front by McCutcheon, but up and over the net. Latrobe with a good opportunity. Good sequence this last minute or so as they've generated some scoring opportunities and have had a nice job, done a nice job that is possessing the puck in the Hampton zone right in front. McCutcheon on the doorstep and he fans. Hampton having a hard time getting the puck out of their end. They'll clear out now. Luke Reiser brings it across center red. Down the left side of the Latrobe zone. Reiser steps into it, but fires wide at the right point now. Jason Reiner throwing it back down behind the net. Ruffner going to go after it as well as Reiser. Reiser tries to poke it behind the net, cut off by the Wildcats. And they'll bring it out here through center red off the skate of a Hampton player. And finding it there is Luke Schwerer. Schwerer circles back to center red, and he'll dump it back to the defense, allowing the Talbots to set up. 4 minutes and 8 seconds left here in period number 1. 1-1 the score. Big blast from Meglio from center red. And the pad save made by handwork. And now we have a whistle on the play. Puck deflected out off of a Talbots player, so the neutral ice, the face-off will go.
Yeah, shots are about even with 4 minutes exactly left in the first period. 9 for Greater Latrobe, 8 for Hampton. And really, we talked to Josh Warner before the game, Matt. He wanted to get a lot of traffic in front of Jake McGee, and that's exactly what they're doing. That's why they've had so many successful shots against McGee.
Face-off will be right at center red. They're just to the left of center red, neutral zone, and Latrobe will take control of the puck and try to break it out of their own end. Clark Deaver trying to chip it up the near side. Good body check by Justin Milchak, takes him out right here in front of us. And Hampton finds the puck, moving it back to center red. Jason DeFelice returns it for the Wildcats, but the steal made by Matt Commendator, and he'll dump it back in behind the Greater Latrobe net. And a thunderstruck on the hit back there is Michael Orban as Moose unleashed the fury.
That's what Moose tend to do.
Whistle at center red. And a hand pass to call. So we'll do the draw here in the neutral zone with 3:26 left in period number 1. 1-1 the score. Hampton getting on the board first. Redirect. Ryan Iverson, one-time shot from the point, deflected in by Michael Orban. Greater Latrobe getting the equalizer when Cole Ferry able to track down a lead pass and beat Jake McGee on a breakaway with a nice backhand to forehand tucked through the 5-hole. Greater Latrobe with the puck. Blake Rossi trying to move it ahead, stolen back the other way. It's Orban. Nice drop pass in the slot, shot on, blocked. As laying down there was Blake Rossi, as Commendator was coming right as a trailer and could not turn it over because Rossi got in front of it. DeFelice breaks the Hampton zone. Nice move there. To the far boards, DeFelice will dump in. Ferry will chase behind the Hampton net, but the Talbots defense able to cut off as up the far side goes Commendator. 4-man scrum along the left wing boards in the Hampton end. Talbot's trying to come out of there. Matt Commendator, who assisted on that first goal, trying to find the puck, but Colin Baker didn't realize it was behind him. And Latrobe able to keep it in, and now we're going to get a big hit by Schmizzy as Hampton gonna, originally I thought it was going to be icing, but then it's waved off. Blake Rossi sends it back through center red, stolen away here by Doug Wright. Wright playing it back behind the Latrobe net. The keeper handwork will leave it there for DeFelice. Breakout pass up the right side. Here comes Cole Ferry. Looking for two. Ferry in the slot. Save made by McGee, and he holds the rebound as players push in the corner. But Cole Ferry, Rennie, he's showing that speed off here tonight. He shifted into high gear there to generate that scoring chance, but this time McGee equal to the task.
Yeah, Cole Ferry's been a speed demon all night, and that was a good shot on McGee. Easy save for him, but again, Latrobe is doing what they wanted to do, and that's put some shots on him.
Face off to the left of the Hampton net. Draw one. Shot towards the net by Cole Novak all the way around to the far side. Jake Burkhart gives chase for the Wildcats. Unable to keep it in, though. At the left point is Ian Lamilanero. So Hampton gets the opportunity to bring it out. Sidestepping a check here is Doug Wright as he sends it back into neutral ice. Novak back the other way. Up the left side goes to Jake Burkhart. Burkhart into the corner. Kaminsky steps into him. Burkhart spins away. Check finished over there by Evan Koprivnikar. Latrobe trying to maintain some zone time here. Have a slight edge in shots at 10-8. Stein drives to the net. Shot on blocked. Good effort by Stein. Better defense, though, by Roman Kaminsky. Back the other way come the Talbots. Puck dumped in and bounces awkwardly to the net where it's gloved out of the atmosphere by the goaltender Gage Handwork. As Schwartzpaw was bearing down on the net off that offering from Ryan Bates.
I think, Matt, for the most part, that Latrobe Wildcats defense in front of Handwork has really played well tonight as well. Talk about some block shots made, really done a nice job of keeping him fairly upright.
Face off to the left of Gage Handwork. Face off wins, shot though blocked, and there's that defense again doing their job as Lamilanero gets the block, and now Latrobe brings it back into the Hampton Inn. Jason Reinert, dangerous pass in front of his own net, but Meglio there to take it. Meglio tries to play it off the glass as bearing down on him is Paxton Nupp. Nupp forcing the play behind the net now for Latrobe. Nupp still battling for that puck back there against Meglio. Joining the fray for Hampton is Kahalik. And it's stolen away. Good steal over there by Dom Hart. Hart tries to shoot, blocked in front. Good recovery by Kahalik. And the Talbots bring it out, venture up the left side. Can't take that feed. It's going to be too far. And an icing call against the Talbots. Bring the face-off back into the visitor zone to our right with 58 seconds left here in this opening period. And the score tied at 1.
Yeah, shots again still in favor of Greater Latrobe. But, Matt, I don't know about you, but it's 10-9 in shots, but it feels like the most of this period has been dominated by Greater Latrobe. I don't know if it's just, better scoring opportunities, but Hampton's been relatively quiet after that first goal.
Face off to the left of the Talbots net. Schmizzy will take it, wins it back to the point, but it's poked away. Good play there by Jake Schwartzpaw. He'll bring it back the other way. Down the right side, trying to find room, centering feed, redirect not there, follow-up try, saved by Handwork. As Reiser fired, Blake Rossi blocked the first one. It came right back to Reiser, and Handwork closes the door.
Yeah, Reiser had a fantastic shot on Handwork, but credit Gage Handwork with getting that save. He's been tremendous after that first goal. He's really seeing the puck well tonight.
Face off to the left of the Latrobe net here. Wildcats win it, but trying to find a way out is Rossi, and he can't find his intended target. Looking for his defense partner there, Ruffner, but couldn't get it through. Here comes Latrobe back. Schmizzy, nice move along the boards. Schmizzy in the circle, drags the puck. Schmizzy trying to find somewhere to go with it, finds Rossi in the slot. Rising shot by Rossi, but the stick check there by Reiser to deny it. Schmizzy finds it in the corner, back behind the net. It goes now to Cole Ferry. To the left point, Ruffner steps into a blast, save made, and the rebound found by the Hampton defense, and now here's a lead feed back the other way. Luke Schwerer with speed, steps into a shot, Handwork closes the door, and absorbs the rebound as well as these teams go back and forth in the final seconds here of this opening period.
Yeah, good job by Handwork to get a great angle on that shot, nothing doing. He's been lights out.
Both keepers have been busy. Hampton now has the edge in shots on goal, 12-10. Face off in the Latrobe zone with 10 seconds left here in the period. Talbots will watch the Wildcats go to the boards. Rossi over there with Burkhart. Burkhart is going to sit on this puck. And the scrum along the far boards ends period number 1. A very entertaining 17 minutes of hockey here at the Kirk Nevin Arena in Greensburg. It's boys class 2A matchup. Your score after 1, Greater Latrobe 1, Hampton 1. We'll take a break and be right back. You're listening to and watching PIHL Hockey 2017 here on the new Triblive High School Sports Network.
AstroTurf, a pioneer in sports surfacing, proudly supports high school athletics. Visit one of their 280 fields in the tri-state area to see their cutting-edge technology. AstroTurf's focus on R&D enables them to provide innovative surfaces that protect athletes and stand the test of time. AstroTurf now propels performance with iconic turf fields and legendary Record-Tan tracks. They manufacture, build, and maintain a full range of turf and track systems for total quality control. Learn more at astroturf.com. Make Chick-fil-A Robinson your destination for a fast and tasty breakfast. Chick-fil-A Robinson offers a variety of breakfast sandwiches, including sausage, bacon, or, of course, chicken. Breakfast is served hot and fresh daily, featuring our handmade biscuits. Need to feed a crowd or a tailgate on Sunday? Chick-fil-A Robinson Catering has got you covered with hot or reheatable chicken trays. Visit our catering website at www.cfarobinsoncaters.com to book your business or social event today. Chick-fil-A Robinson Catering. We deliver.
Back here at the Kirk Nevin Arena in Greensburg, getting ready for period number 2. Greater Latrobe and Hampton tied at 1 after 1 alongside Rennie, Detore, and Matt Vandriak with you here on the new Triblive High School Sports Network. Rennie, a very entertaining 17 minutes of hockey. Back and forth action, both goaltenders busy. 1 goal each way, and a good opening, or good start, I think, for both teams to this game.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Both strategies really are paying off. What both head coaches told us they wanted to try to accomplish. Not surprised it's 1-1, very evenly matched. I think if you had to give a slight edge, if we were scoring this like a boxing match, Latrobe would have a slight advantage, just again, based on having better scoring opportunities for the majority of that first period.
Shots on goal, slight edge to the visitors. They outshot Latrobe 12-10. Scoring recap, first goal of the game was Hampton. It was a redirect. Michael Orban deflecting home a point shot from Ryan Iverson. Also getting an assist on the goal was Matt Commendator. Hampton had a 1-0 lead. 66 seconds into the game. Greater Latrobe would answer 7 minutes and 27 seconds later, as Cole Ferry able to track down a lead pass and beat goaltender Jake McGee. Paxton Knupp and Blake Rossi got the assist. Teams switch sides left to right. Hampton will move the opposite way. Come the Wildcats. Puck played back into the Greater Latrobe zone. Commendator around to the far side. Jared Stein trying to get it out. Stein pushing it way up the right side as a man breaking towards the net, and a good job getting back for the Talbots by Michael Orban as he took that drop pass right off the stick of Jake Burkhart, who would have had a golden scoring chance.
Yeah, Burkhart would have had a wide open net there, Matt.
Novak with a big rip from the top of the circle, and between the circles there, he's unable to get that one on the net with a lot of traffic in front. I think that Orban might have actually blocked that one as well. Up in the air it comes, glove down by Doug Wright. Wright going to work his way up the left side, trying to go coast to coast, but Ruffner will have none of it. And it's played back there to Derek Kratansky. In front, crazy bounce, handwork makes the save. As Colin Baker somehow found that loose puck, and handwork falling to his side, able to make a big glove stop to keep this game tied.
Yeah, Matt, he landed on his side, on his blocker side. He had his left hand, the glove hand up. Unbelievable save as he was falling down.
Not sure how Baker ended up with that puck, but what a scoring chance. Better save by Gage Handwork. Behind the net, Greater Latrobe with it. Hampton with it, trying to just drive to the net, and Handwork sprawls out and makes that save as Evan Kaprivnikar drove to the net. Also in there was Ryan Bates, but Handwork equal to the task. And Handwork, after being beat on the first shot he faced of the game, has stopped all 13 he's faced since.
Yeah, and Hampton kind of taking a page out of Latrobe's playbook, so to speak, just getting some traffic, more traffic in front of Handwork, see if that strategy pays off here in the second period.
Face-off won by the Wildcats. Somebody's lost a glove down there. That's Hampton's Ryan Bates. Bates will go at it with one glove. Right point, Reinert shoots off the skate of a Latrobe player. Evan Kaprivnikar trying to step into it along the right wing boards. Reinert throws it back towards the net. The single-gloved Ryan Bates almost scored with the bare hand. He backhands that one just wide from in front. Hampton feeds it back into the Latrobe end. They'll have to tag back up to get on sides. Gives Latrobe a little bit of time to try to get it out. Pass going to go up the right wing side. Cole Ferry giving chase. Big body check thrown out. As stepping into a Hampton player there was Brantley Miller. And still shaken up on the play for the Talbots, it's Will Meglio. JT Schmizzy up the right side finds Miller. Miller feeds it back towards the net. Pad save made by McGee, and he will hold for the draw as players pile in front of the Hampton net to our left.
Yeah, Gage Handwork had a stick and a glove laying in front of him for a few seconds. Fast start for both teams, particularly Hampton, out of the gate in the second period.
Face-off in the Hampton zone to our left. The lefty keeper McGee. Face-off one, back to the point. Shot taken there by Lamolinero, but he can't get it through traffic. Into the corner it goes now. Dom Hart. Hart bringing it around here to the near side, trying to find the point man. Shot through traffic, blocked in front. As Lamolinero couldn't get it through the Hampton defense in front. Good block there by Iverson. Here comes Nutt back the other way. Iverson stands him up as well. Evan Clark Deaver trying to drive down the left side. Stick checked on the play by Kaprivnikar. And chasing after it for the Wildcats there is Dom Hart. Hart puts it in front. And a scoring opportunity there for Nutt denied. Back the other way. Here come the Commodores. Here come the Talbots. As Meglio and Venture working back through center ed. Evan Clark Deaver feeding it through center ed. Chipped ahead here. Paxton Nutt breaks the Talbot line down the left side. Taken against the boards on a good play again by the defenseman for the Talbots, Ryan Iverson. And Iverson and company. We got a four-man scrum going in the corner now. Evan Clark Deaver comes out with it, trying to drop it back to the point. Lamolinero turns it to the other side. Long shot there. Stick to side off the stick of Lane Ruffner. But Hampton finds the puck. Venture clears. And a much-needed clear there because Latrobe was buzzing.
Yeah, they absolutely were, but I think the Hampton defense, though, Matt, has done a better job in this second period of keeping pucks away from their keeper.
Hampton with a chance. Shot to the net. Save made as Adamski made a steal along the near boards and walked it into the right wing circle, Rennie. But a nice job by Handwork to close the door there as he was leaning the wrong way, but able to get back and make that stop.
Yeah, good ability to recover on that by Handwork. I think Hampton has had better scoring opportunities in this early on here in this second period.
Face off to the left of Latrobe. Goaltender Gage Handwork. Wildcats winning this one, and they'll clear it out. Stein trying to give chase. Cut off on the play by Doug Wright for the Talbots. Stolen back. Novak walks in. His shot's blocked as Roman Kaminsky gets in front of it, and now a 3-on-1 developing back the other way. Adamski walks it and drags around a man. In front for the redirect, just off the stick of Luke Schwerer. As Adamski, great play there, but Schwerer just tipping it wide.
Yeah, golden opportunity for Schwerer there. Just kind of glanced off his stick, not able to put a good shot on goal. Tough break there for Hampton. Great opportunity.
To the left point it goes. Doug Wright in front, score! Redirect on the doorstep, and this time Schwerer puts it home. Hampton takes the lead back with 12:46 left here in period number one. The Talbots on top 2-1. And I think it was Luke Schwerer with that redirection in front that gives Hampton the lead again.
Yeah, and I believe Handwork really never saw that redirect, Matt. Good job and good presence of mind by Schwerer. Put it right between Handwork's legs. Tough break. Handwork's been playing really well. He never saw the puck.
Yeah, that was just floated on from the point. Not a heavy shot.
No.
But after the great individual effort by Adamski that Schwerer deflected just wide, this time he's able to put it home, and the Talbots take the lead back. Just over 4 minutes into the second period. Talbots driving again. Shot to the net, blocked on that good opportunity. Baker tried to put it home. Ferry trying to bring it back the other way. I guess I'm going to credit that one to Adamski. So Adamski, the man who touched that one last, he'll get the goal for the Talbots. Back the other way comes Orban. Orban driving towards the net. Commendatore in front, and he can't backhand it home. And Latrobe going to clear. This one is going to be the length of the ice, an icing call against the Wildcats. We'll bring the faceoff back into the start of the home zone to our right. 12 minutes exactly left here in this opening period. 2-1 the score in favor of Latrobe, and we have confirmed it is Justin Adamski's goal.
It is assist given to Luke Reiser. So now Hampton leading 2-1, and the start of this second period, Matt, is eerily similar to the start of the game. But Latrobe was able to recover once and tie it up.
Puck battled for here along the end boards, taken by Evan Kaprivnikar. Back behind the greater Latrobe net. And Rossi will find it there, feeding it back through center end. It's going to go back to the Hampton end, trying to give chase for the Wildcats is Alex Avolio. And through center end it comes. Back now comes Bates. Bates tries to drive to the net, taken out on a good hip check there by the Wildcats. And stepping into his man there was Lamilinero. Behind the net for the Talbots, Evan Kaprivnikar. Back over here to the near side. It comes back to the right point. Shot on blocked. Trying to track that one down to the Talbots. Drop pass on a good effort by Jake Schwartzpaw. And double your pleasure over there as teaming up for the check were Schwartzpaw and Meglio. And they flatten Lamilinero in front of the net. He might not know his own name after that hit either. Hampton coming back. Good recovery by Rossi because Schwartzpaw would have had a breakaway had Rossi not cut in front of it. Reinert back the other way. Nice move to get around a man into the Latrobe zone. Down the right side it goes. Kaprivnikar tries to center. Stumbling a bit there is Dom Hart, but he's able to regroup and moving on to Blake Rossi. Rossi going to go coast to coast. Rossi drags the puck to the right wing circle. Wrister coming, save McGee. And he holds for the draws. Blake Rossi racking up the frequent flyer miles on that coast to coast trip. But Jake McGee there to close the door.
Yeah, again, McGee had a great angle on that shot. Hampton now leading shots on goal 16-14. But so far in this second period, Matt, Hampton's been the much crisper team. Latrobe's still trying to find their defense here to start this second period.
Back the other way now come the Talbots, driving into the Hampton zone. Trying to make it happen is Venture. Venture has it taken away on a good defensive play by Dom Hart that allows the Wildcats to bring it back the other way. Breaking the zone is Paxton Nupp. Nupp behind the net looking for Clark Deaver, but it's stolen away. Good defense by the Talbots. Getting in front of it there for Hampton was Kahalik. And back the other way come the road team, but it's a steal. Into the zone is Hart down the left side, trying to get around Iverson, and a great recovery by double five in blue. Iverson continues his strong defensive work. Puck comes around here to the near side. DeFelice shot through traffic, blocked, rebound in front. Save made by McGee. I think I see a Greensburg cop loosening his handcuffs because that save was absolute robbery. Loose puck came right to Hart in front, and McGee stretches out the glove to make the save.
Yeah, Hart had a wide open net for a few seconds, and McGee just diving to his left. What a tremendous effort and athleticism from McGee to make that stop. That's probably, Matt, why his goals against average is only 1.43 with saves like that. Unreal.
One of the better saves you're going to see in high school hockey there. And you saw the reaction from Dom Hart as it just, I'm looking at a wide open net, and somehow this guy just gloved it.
Yeah, he was just at a loss for words there on
Big
that one.
blast by Ruffner, save, rebound, score! The Wildcats get the equalizer.
I think they got Miller.
Brantley Miller able to put it home, but what a howitzer from the right point. Off the crossbar, it falls right down, and Brantley Miller puts it home for Greater Latrobe, and that will be Miller's team leading 5th on the season. And we're all tied at 2.
Yeah, good presence of mind there by Miller with that put back in. That first shot, that rip, it hit the crossbar, I believe.
That was a heavy shot.
Once again, Latrobe answers in a big way.
Big blast from the point, off the crossbar, right to Miller. He roofs it, and we're tied at 2. Cole Ferry gets the assist.
Yes.
Is he the guy that shot that puck from the right point? I thought that was Rossi.
I thought it was...
Rossi again lets a howitzer go from the left point.
I think it was Ferry, actually, that did take that shot, Matt.
Kratansky now for Latrobe. Pushing it down low. Schmizzy to the left point. Rossi, it's a shooting gallery now. Firing from the top of the left circle, misses. Kratansky from the right side throws it back towards the net. Blocked in front by the Talbots, and a diving effort by Roman Kaminsky allows Hampton to get it out. 2-on-2 back the other way. Up the left side, trying to find room is Commendator. Back behind the net it comes. Loose puck in the slot, and Latrobe able to come away with it there as Cole Ferry finds it. Now driving back towards the net of the Talbots. Closing the door is handwork, and a Talbots player ends up in the net as Latrobe not happy with Orban and Commendator working around the net after the goalkeeper covered it up. Yeah. And Blake Rossi just breaks his own stick.
Yeah, that was an interesting.
And then falls over it.
Broke his stick and fell over. But, you know, really, Matt, this is a unique game in the sense that both these keepers have done a nice job with blocking the shots. Really, really tough saves. And just a couple redirects and a couple bad bounces has this game 2-2. Don't think I've ever seen anybody break a stick and fall.
He didn't mean to. He tried to put the stick down, and he stepped on it, tripped, broke the stick, and fell. I don't know if Rossi wants to get rid of that piece of timber there, Rennie. He had a couple of good shots on that last sequence.
He's got a.
That was a lucky stick. Bad luck. Rossi has to use a new blade now. Hampton back the other way. Steal made by Latrobe at the blue line. Jason DeFelice down the left side. DeFelice stepped into on a solid body check by the Talbots' Ryan Bates. Battle for the puck goes back behind the Greater Latrobe net. Jared Stein trying to find it there. Sorry, by the Talbots net as the Wildcats continue to battle. Taken away by the Talbots. Here comes Jake Schwartzpaw. Schwartzpaw through center red. And Meglio lost his edge and then able to take out Jared Stein. I thought soccer season ended on Saturday, but that's a pretty nice slide tackle.
It's a little bit of a carryover there.
Up the left side with the puck here is Latrobe. Trying to move it. 2-on-1 develops. Opportunity for Novak. Shoots to the net as he had Burkhart break into the cage and fires just wide. Latrobe generating some scoring chances now. Novak shoots from along the far boards. Puck comes all the way around here to the near side. Wildcats keep it in at the left point. DeFelice can't get it through. Good job by Reinert back the other way for Hampton. Reinert breaks the Latrobe zone. To the left wing circle, backhander. Easy save made there by handwork. But Hampton able to maintain possession. Backhanding it behind the net. High stick on the puck against the Talbots. And the play will be blown dead. Face-off brought back to the neutral zone. With 7:04 left here in period number 2. We remain tied up at 2 here between the Talbots and the Wildcats.
Yeah, shots on goal now, 16 apiece. Very evenly matched second period. Each team with tremendous flurries back and forth. And really, again, you know, both keepers, McGee and Handwork, have played admirably. They've had a lot of traffic in front of them at different points throughout this game. And, you know, those shots are letting in or just, again, redirect or something that would, like, hits the crossbar and someone's just there to put it back in. So certainly good work by both those guys.
Well, Latrobe has played the strategy that Josh Werner wanted to see here tonight. He wanted to see traffic in front of the net, and the Wildcats have done a nice job of doing that, generating some rebounding opportunities as well. Wildcats find the puck. We have a whistle here, and we're going to get our first penalty of the night as an elbowing call coming up against Latrobe, will give Hampton the man advantage with 6:48 left here in period number 2.
And that's one thing, too, that Josh Werner wanted to try to avoid. This Latrobe team this season, Matt, the early season anyway, have really been mired by penalties. We had mentioned that loss back on October 30th, the 3-2 loss to Mars. They had 10 penalties in that game. That's something they got to work on and clean up, but they're the first team now to be penalized in this game with just under 7 minutes to play in the second period.
Hampton with the first man advantage of the night. They'll have the face-off to the right of the Greater Latrobe net. Schmizzy with the puck, passing to the right side. And Rossi able to get the clear back to center red. Adamski finds it there. Pressured on the play by Cole Novak. Novak makes the steal. 1-on-2. Novak snaps it as soon as he crosses the blue line. And he fires it just wide.
It was a nice shorthanded attempt there by Novak.
Comes Hampton. Adamski quarterbacks the power play. Cross center red. Just rips it in. And the official here on the near side, Rennie, says he did not quite cross center red when he let that one rip. So a miscue there for the Talbots equals a offensive zone faceoff, shorthanded here for Latrobe.
Yeah, I just tried to kind of take a shot and dump that puck in, but you're right, was not quite at center red. So good job, good opportunity here for the penalty killing unit of the Wildcats. There's a quick shot.
Stein from the draw gets it on, and having to kick out the right leg is Jake McGee. McGee continues his strong play here. That time, a shorthanded try for the Wildcats. Baker, 1-on-3, pocket pick, cleared out by Jared Stein. Into Hampton territory it goes. Ferry will give chase as Adamski works back into his own end. Outlet pass up the left side. Commendatore will find it there. Commendatore breaks the red line. Brings it now towards the middle of the ice and into the zone. Commendatore to Adamski at the right point, but that puck came out. And Rennie, a couple of bad breaks here for Hampton on this man advantage, and we're now halfway through the power play.
Yeah, really, it's not been a good power play for Hampton. Give credit, though, where it's due to the Wildcats playing a real good job on defense. Their penalty killing unit has actually registered 2 shots on goal. I don't believe Hampton has one yet here with, as you mentioned, just a minute left in this man advantage.
Face-off won by the Wildcats. Lane Ruffner, he have the flowing mane. Send it back the length of the ice into the Hampton end.
How bad do you want to grow your hair out right now?
You know, he doesn't. He's not quite a Carl Hagelin status, but he's in the neighborhood.
Hey, for the high school level, I'm going to give him a thumbs up.
I'm going to give him a Pert Plus.
There you go.
Hampton coming back the other way. As Ruffner able to make that steal originally. Right goes coast to coast. Schmizzy on him. Right fires from a tough angle up and over the net. And another bad bounce for the Talbots. Rennie, that one ends up in their bench. And I don't believe that Schmizzy touched it. The officials agree that it's coming back to neutral ice.
Yeah, what a golden opportunity this was for Hampton. I mean, they still have 25 seconds left on the man advantage, but just not the strongest power play. So it appears that Wildcats are going to get out of this penalty unscathed.
Face-off is won by the Talbots. With 15 seconds left on the Latrobe man advantage, Wright dumps it on from long distance. And McGee covers up that bouncing puck, and Wright paid the price right in front of the student section here in front of us as Novak finished that check hard.
Yeah, I've really been impressed throughout this entire game, Adam, for this Wildcats defense. I mean, the 2 goals that were scored against handwork were good shots, but otherwise Latrobe defensively has been pretty stout.
Right, nice job to use the skate to keep it in, but a better read on the play by Jason DeFelice. Back through center red, Novak just been a machine on this penalty kill as Cole Novak.
Yeah,
and we're back to even strength. Big check is crossing the blue line there was Kaprivnikar, and Evan Kaprivnikar got stepped into on a solid body check by Jason DeFelice. Ruffner through center red, passing up the right side, looking for Jake Burkhardt. Burkhardt gives chase back into the Hampton zone, but it's taken away by Doug Wright. Now Latrobe makes the steal. Stein throws it through traffic wide. Ruffner, a ripstick save made by McGee as he hugs the left post and then dives on that puck as it came to the top of the crease. And McGee takes no chances as the Wildcats generating some good offensive opportunities.
Yeah, that was Cole Novak, Matt. Tried to just get the puck in front of McGee. Wasn't a Wildcat around, but luckily for McGee, but he does the right thing, just hops right all over that puck, covers up quickly.
McGee's been very busy here in this first period. So is Gage Handwork. 35 combined shots on goal. These keepers have made 31 combined saves. From the draw, turning try there by Miller, and he just misses. Adamski back through center red, chips it to himself. Schwerer able to toe the line and stay on side. Shot on by Adamski, blocked, and ends up felling his teammate. And then Handwork reaching underneath of the fallen Luke Schwerer to cover up with the mitt and hold for the draw. 4:02 left here in the period. Face off in the Latrobe zone to our right, 2-2 your score.
I like what Handwork's doing, too. Anytime he sees that puck around him, he's just immediately covering up, not giving a whole lot of second chances to this Hampton team, which you remember, Matt, was trying to actually generate more offense.
Trying to generate some offense. Here's Adamski with a little wraparound try. Handwork makes the save, and then Rossi has a few words for Adamski as he gave the goaltender's glove an extra whack there. Been a good game, Rennie. Been a lot of flow to this game, and these two teams have really let their skating and skill show. It's been some good body checks, been physical. It's been a good, clean game with good flow to it. Only one penalty so far here. Adamski, a nice move, and here comes that big rip by Iverson, this time missing the net.
Yeah, you're seeing really 2 talented teams offensively and really 2 really good defenses as well. The score 2-2, really not indicative of how well these defenses have played on both sides.
Right side, Schmizzy tries to put it on through traffic, blocked. Fed back towards the net, blocked down again. Good work by Ryan Bates on his own end. Lead feed looking for Schwerer. Schwerer into the Latrobe zone, but the smooth skating Rossi there to take it away for the Wildcats. Adamski still considering his aggressive play. Watches the Wildcats turn it back. Ferry 1-on-3. Nice move to get around Iverson, but good work in the defensive zone by the Talbots to clean it up. As Kaminsky, sorry, not Kaminsky, but Milchak had his back. Adamski trying to get around the defense there of Hratansky, and a nice job by Hratansky to stand his man up. Latrobe in their own end. Miller going to clear. Lead pass to Schmizzy. Here comes Schmizzy down the left side. Schmizzy to the net. Taken away on a good defensive play by Kaminsky. Then Schmizzy still gets it on net, but McGee able to close the door.
Yeah, Schmizzy had a real tough angle on that shot, Matt, but he actually went backhand on it. Thought maybe he could beat McGee. Just didn't get enough air underneath that puck. I think he would have had an opportunity maybe to go right above McGee's right shoulder, put it past him, but again, that's what you got to do. You got to put shots on McGee, and that Latrobe has done a really nice job of doing that. They're making McGee work.
Schmizzy wanted the forehand shot there, Rennie, but Kaminsky cut him off.
Yeah.
And then from the face-off, fed back to the net by Avolio, and closing the door will be McGee. But that was a good defensive play by Kaminsky, only giving up Schmizzy that backhander and still forcing McGee to make a tough save.
Yeah, tough angle for Schmizzy to take that shot. If he got a little bit more air on it, I think he could have put it past McGee. But nonetheless, Great save by the Hampton keeper.
Alex Avolio trying to win the draw. He does to Stein. Stein in tight. Save made by McGee. And we continue to battle here in the Hampton zone. To the right point it comes. Ruffner keeps it in. Fires wide. Backhand feed. Redirect. And never getting through on that try was Avolio. McGee was looking over his shoulder. He had no idea where the puck was at, but his defense bails him out. And I think that was Kaminsky again with another good defensive play.
Yeah, it was.
Talked about this Latrobe defense and what they've done this year. They're hoping to get Zach Kubitz back. Kubitz had a collarbone injury in the preseason and expected to make his return possibly next week. That'd be a big boost for this Wildcats team. Comes Ruffner back the other way, and he gets thumped by Kaminsky. Put his head down, and Kaminsky put the shoulder right into him. Stein with the steal. Stein brings it around here to the near side of the rink, and Kaminsky continuing to throw the body around as he sends Stein flying with a good hip check in the corner. Behind the net, bringing it out here for Greater Latrobe's McCutcheon. Back to the point, DeFelice shoots it, goes off Kaminsky's backside, then off of Stein in front of the net. Back behind the net it comes. Latrobe really has done a nice job of maintaining zone time here late in this period. As I say that, Hampton brings it back the other way. It's Venture to the net, tries to go to the backhand, and Rossi takes it away.
Yeah, another great defensive play by Rossi. Latrobe is quietly taking the lead on shots, 23-18. You have about a minute left to play here in the second period.
Avolio firing, jumping opportunity, or jumping try on the save for McGee, but it's up and over him. Baker back the other way, trying to split the defense, drops it back. One-timer coming, save made. As Andrew Kahalik let that one fly from the top of the right circle, and Gage Handwork closes the door, keeping this game tied with 62 seconds left in period number 2.
Yeah, Kahalik had a real good look there, Matt. Nice job and good recovery by Handwork. I think he, just for maybe a second, was shielded. Able to catch that one right in the breadbasket, though, for what ended up being a pretty easy save. But, boy, both these goalies have been tested tonight.
Face-off won by the Talbots, driving to the net and looking for goal number 2 is Orban. Good save in tight by Handwork. Puck around to the far side, now played back behind the Talbot net. Behind the Latrobe net, the Talbots in possession. Orban up the left side, trying to find some room. Commendator chasing it down along the end boards. Commendator centers. Good read there by Cole Ferry to take it away. Steal, big blast from the point. Gee, love. Glove saved by Handwork on that rip from the right point by Jason Reinert.
Keep in mind, this is Handwork coming in with a 3.24 goals against average. Gave up 16 goals this season. He has been absolutely stellar tonight, and that was another one through traffic. He was able to glove it nicely. Really been a nice game for him thus far.
Face off to the left of Handwork here. Hampton trying to generate a lace chance. Nice fade in front, goal!
That one you're not going to save.
Baker set up beautifully by Orban, and he puts the mesh in motion. Late second period tally for the Talbots, and they have a 3-2 lead with 34 seconds left. Michael Orban, a perfect pass, and Baker buries it.
Yeah, you can't say it any better than that. Orban just put that right on Baker's stick with a completely wide open net, and man, Baker did not disappoint. And what a big goal as this second period winds down. Only 34 seconds left, and give credit to Hampton for really generating some zone time. That last final push as this period was coming to an end, and boy, that's a huge goal going into the last period.
Colin Baker's first of the season. Here comes Orban back again, trying to drag around a man, and Ruffner able to cut that one off. Ruffner then buried in the corner on a body check by Orban, who's really picked the play up here. Orban trying to make that steal. Backhand pass ahead, chip forward by Paxton Nupp. Nupp looking for some late period magic, but Reinert cuts it off. And back the other way comes Orban. 10 seconds left in the period as Commendator with him. Orban breaks the zone. Wrist shot coming, blockered away by Gage Handwork. And then, wow, a hit in the corner there, and Commendator is down. He got hit from behind, and that's a bad penalty. And Latrobe, that's going to be of the major variety there. Commendator able to get up.
Yeah, he got
Fortunately,
up. He got up quickly. He thought he was going to stay down for a while. He was hurt bad.
That's a dangerous play and not a good check for Brantley Miller to make. And he's going to get the penalty plus 10 for that.
Yeah, that was not a good penalty to take. 5 seconds left to go in the second period.
Commendator fortunately able to skate off on his own power.
Yeah.
So it'll be a 2-minute penalty for roughing or boarding, and then a 10-minute penalty on top of that should be what the call will be here. So Miller going to go to the box, and We'll see what the officials sorted out here. 5 seconds left in the period. It's going to be a 2-minute penalty, but for that type of check, if there being head contact, there's usually an automatic 10 added on top of that. We'll wait for the official announcement.
Well, we have a second. That goal officially was given to Colin Baker with Orban on the assist, which we kind of assumed. But
2.9 for Orban as the horn sounds to end period number 2. It's been an exciting 34 minutes here so far at the Kirk Nevin Arena in Greensburg. Your score after 2, it's Hampton 3, Greater Latrobe 2. We'll take a break and be back to recap your first 2 periods of action. You are listening to and watching PIHL High School Hockey 2017 here on the new Triblive High School Sports Network.
Adrian's Pizza on Thompson Run Road is serving Shaler, the North Hills, North Allegheny, and Hampton areas. Adrian's Pizza on 605 Thompson Run Road is your place to go for gourmet pizzas, flatbreads, gourmet sandwiches, hoagies, wings, salads, gyros, calzones, stromboli, and gourmet pasta dinners. Dine in, get takeout, or have it delivered. Adrian's Pizza on Thompson Run Road is now offering a new catering menu as well. Call 412-486-0101. Adrian's Pizza on Thompson Run Road, the gourmet pizza people.
Check out the new Triblive High School Sports Network on social media this season. For breaking news, scores, pictures, videos, links to our articles, and more, follow us on Twitter and Instagram under the handle Triblive HSSN. Get in the conversation on Facebook at facebook.com/TribliveHSSN. And on our YouTube channel, you can find thousands of interviews with local student athletes and coaches, plus highlights and full games. The spot for Western Pennsylvania high school sports on social media this season is the new Triblive High School Sports Network.
Log on every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock for the latest high school football news during this week in the WPIHL, only here on the new Triblive High School Sports Network. Join Don Rebel and other members of the Triblive High School Sports Network team as it visits with WPIHL football coaches, plus they run down the upcoming schedule and preview the weekend's top high school football games. That's this week in the WPIHL, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. this fall, only on the new Triblive High School Sports Network.
Who showed you how to get to Sesame Street and took you to visit Mr. Rogers' neighborhood? WQED. And now, WQED and PBS Learning Media can help you travel through space, get an up-close look into Vietnam, and be in the front row of a Broadway show. In collaboration with local school districts, community organizations, and local libraries, WQED continues to create experiences that remake learning for students, teachers, and lifelong learners. For more info, visit WQED.org and begin your adventure.
Get every
AstroTurf, a pioneer in sports surfacing, proudly supports high school athletics. Visit one of their 280 fields in the tri-state area to see their cutting-edge technology. AstroTurf's focus on R&D enables them to provide innovative surfaces that protect athletes and stand the test of time. AstroTurf now propels performance with iconic turf fields and legendary record tan tracks. They manufacture, build, and maintain a full range of turf and track systems for total quality control. Learn more at astroturf.com.
Get everything you want in a checking account, plus $200 from Dollar Bank. That's right. You get $200 with an everything checking account from Dollar Bank. Everything checking includes interest, 55,000 free ATMs, and no monthly service fee when you do the things you already do every day. You also get real-time alerts and an app with mobile deposit, all free. Add everything savings to earn 1.00% APY up to $20,000. And now, everything checking has it all, including a $200 offer that ends September 30th. So don't miss your chance to get $200. Stop in, visit dollar.bank/200, or call 1-800-242-BANK today. Dollar Bank, mutually inspired. $200 offer for new customers only. Certain requirements apply in the first year. Call for details. 0.15% annual percentage yield. Savings rate and fee waiver requires 6 qualifying payments. 0.25% savings APY over $20,000. Subject to change without notice. Dollar Bank. Member FDIC.
Back here at the Kirk Nevin Arena in Greensburg between the second and third periods of this Class 2A matchup between the host Greater Latrobe Wildcats and the visiting Hampton Talbots. Talbots on top by the count of 3-2 after 2 alongside Rennie, Detore, Matt Vandriak with you here on the new Triblive High School Sports Network. Rennie, it's PIHL Hockey Season 2K17, and our first game of the season has been a good one so far.
Yeah, really, Matt. I mean, it's been exciting, good offensive hockey, back and forth. You know, these teams trading leads, I should say trading goals. Hampton in the lead now 3-2 after 2 periods. And really, I think both teams have played admirably on defense. I think both goalies have made some really tough saves. I just think you're seeing really 2 very good and very strong offenses at work right now. You know, coming back into the third period, of course, we have to mention that Hampton will be on a power play as well. Again, Latrobe has been able to answer every time they've been down in this game. They have not had a lead yet as we move into the third period, but, you know, really, you know, Latrobe defensively has been able to answer, but Hampton so far has really been in control of this game. And that little flurry at the end of the second period to score with about 34 seconds left to play, I mean, that was huge for the Talbots.
Yeah, with that, we will get to your scoring recap. Hampton got it started. Latrobe had an answer, and then back and forth we went through the second period as well.
Yeah, Hampton got on the board first. It was Michael Orban, assisted by Ryan Iverson and Matthew Commendator. You know, really on that one, you know, I believe Orban was just a simple redirect. Again, tough save to try to make by Gage handwork, but Hampton got on the board. Orban was right place, right time.
And Iverson let that howitzer rip from the point, too.
Yeah, absolutely, and Orban was there to just redirect it. So nice work by Orban, netting his team-leading 5th goal of the season. Greater Latrobe would answer, though, would be Cole Ferry. You know, again, as we had mentioned, it would look like almost like Latrobe was trying to clear the puck, but Ferry did a nice job of skating that puck down and on the assist from Paxton Knupp and Blake Rossi, but Ferry would just not be denied. He was able to put it right through the 5-hole of Jake McGee. You know, so a great hustle by Ferry. Again, kind of just had McGee on his heels a little bit, just pushing that puck literally, you know, almost through him. And that was where we finished up at the end of the first period at 1-1. We move into the second period, and again, much like the game has progressed, Hampton had an answer. Justin Adamitsky on the assist from Luke Reiser early on in the second period gave Hampton a 2-1 lead. But again, Latrobe answers back quickly. Brantley Miller from Cole Ferry to be able to tie that game 2-2. And really, Matt, when you look at those 2 goals back-to-back, only less than 3 minutes apart from each other, as I mentioned, both goalies have really done a nice job, but you know, you look at how these goals were scored. I mean, specifically that one from Brantley Miller. I mean, Cole Ferry just let one rip, hit the crossbar, and Miller was right there for the putback. So, again, you know, these goalies aren't letting anything soften.
Was a redirect, too, and that was one where it wasn't a hard shot, but Reiser threw it to the net. There were a couple bodies in front of me, weren't sure who touched it last, and Adamski got the last stick on it for that redirect. So, hey, you can't fault the keepers. Just both teams playing good, hard hockey and getting bodies in front.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Hampton to take the 3-2 lead, a very, very late second period goal by Colin Baker, again on the assist from Orban, who netted his second point of the night. You know, and that was just a pretty pass from Orban right on the stick of Baker, who had nothing but wide open net in front of him. And, you know, as much as handwork has really been kind of Johnny on the spot here, making some really great saves, a lot of diving efforts, he could not stop Baker, who, again, just had nothing but net.
Yeah, that was all
a
great
pass.
Yeah,
I mean, Orban with that vision, just being able to see the fact that Baker is just standing there. Great pass to be able to, you know, go through that tough Latrobe defense, you know, giving Hampton the 3-2 lead. So, you know, we'll move into the third period. Hampton's going to be on the power play. Really, Hampton just had that one power play, and it's been really, that was the first penalty that occurred in the second period, but Hampton really didn't have much to say or do on that power play. So we'll see if they can kind of recover a little bit. They have a golden opportunity, Matt. They put another goal on here, you know, really going to be in the driver's seat in the third period.
No, you said there's only been one penalty prior to that penalty. It was taken at the end of the period, and it was Greater Latrobe who actually had the better of the scoring opportunities while shorthanded. But then at the end of the period, Brantley Miller was called for boarding, and on top of the 2 minutes for boarding, he also gets a 10-minute penalty on top of that for dangerous play and head contact. So you're going to be without your leading goal scorer until there's 7 minutes left in this period. So that's more of a loss for Latrobe than just a 2-minute penalty. First, you got to kill the penalty,
right,
and then you got to find some offense elsewhere. As the Wildcats have had no problem generating the scoring chances.
Sure.
But Jake McGee has been stellar in the net for Hampton so far tonight. Gage handwork equally as tough for Greater Latrobe, but Hampton with a trailing by a shot. It's Latrobe with a 23-22 advantage in shots.
I think you're right the first time there, my friend.
Okay.
Hampton was up 23-22, so very evenly matched. But, you know, this game has a feel to it that, Latrobe has really done a nice job, despite being down one, of really, getting a lot of traffic in front of Jake McGee. I mean, it might not seem like a lot, Matt, but 2 goals on him is a pretty big deal. But, they're going to have to score at least 1 more to tie, 2 more to take the lead and potentially win this game. But to your point, that's going to be a little tough without your leading goal scorer for about half of this period. Or, I'm sorry, more than half this period, 10 minutes in this period. But, I think if Latrobe can weather the storm of killing the power play, they've been able to respond and answer as this game has progressed, and they have to continue to do what they're doing, and that's put a shot on McGee, hope for some type of a rebound or just get some traffic in front of him. It's been successful. We'll see if they can duplicate that effort here in the 3rd period.
As the teams get back on the ice, we'll start the 3rd period with a clean sheet and 1 minute and 55 seconds remaining in the Hampton power play as well. 3rd period of action coming up here from the Kirk Nevin Arena in Greensburg. Hampton leads Latrobe 3-2, and you're listening to and watching PIHL High School Hockey 2017 here on the new Triblive High School Sports Network.
I like catching fish with my son, but I sure don't like a health plan that comes with a catch. That's why I'm good with Gateway Health for medical assistance. They give us access to the highest quality health care from the doctors and hospitals that we want. And when you have something that good on the line,
you don't let it get away.
I'm good with Gateway. Go to I'mGoodWithGateway.com to find out why so many people say
I'm good with Gateway.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDriveSYou.
Carlo University is a proud sponsor of the Triblive High School Sports Network.
Back here at the Kirk Nevin Arena, getting ready for period number 3 between Hampton and Latrobe. Talbots leading the Wildcats by the count of 3-2, alongside Rennie, Detore, Matt Vandriak with you here on the Triblive High School Sports Network. Rennie, I think we had a correction on the second Latrobe goal. I couldn't hear exactly what they said, but I think they said that it might have been a goal by Ruffner from Miller and Ferry. Okay.
I think we actually called that as it happened.
I thought that Ruffner was the guy who got the shot, but the officials found, well, either way, we know Miller was on the doorstep.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, I know you had mentioned that Ruffner, you thought, took that.
The heavy shot,
that screaming shot there, and Miller was there with the redirect, but apparently we saw it backward.
Either way, Latrobe doesn't care who gets the goal as long as they get one, but they also have to get another one to tie this game up. But before you get to that point, you have 1 minute and 55 seconds of penalty time that has to be killed off here as we get ready to start this 3rd period of play. Wildcats will go left to right here in the 3rd frame, right to left. The visiting Talbots will move. Fresh sheet of ice as the Zambonis giving us a clean sheet here for this final period of action. Perhaps.
Yeah, we'll see if Latrobe will be able to answer, as we mentioned in our wrap-up between periods, that Latrobe's done a nice job. I mean, they've risen to the occasion when they needed to. They have not led in this game and find themselves again down 3-2, but they've always been able to find an answer against this Hampton team. But coming out after giving up that goal late in the 2nd period and now being on a penalty kill, it's a little tougher mountain to climb, particularly that, and as you had mentioned, being without their top scorer for 10 minutes.
Yeah, Hampton winning over Montour last Monday, breaking a 2-game losing streak for them. Greater Latrobe has lost their past 2 games, so they'd like to not have that streak go to 3. Mentioned without their leading scorer in Brantley Miller, as far as, he would have been their leading goal scorer if he still had that goal, but that one doesn't count now, so
well, actually,
Miller will remain tied with Cole Ferry, 4 each. Still our leading goal scorer, just co-leading goal scorer.
There you go.
Latrobe going to send this one the length of the ice from the opening draw. As the Wildcats try to kill off this penalty here. Trying to find some room, and another mistake by the Talbots. Orban dumps it in, Rennie, but doesn't cross center red.
Yeah, so far their power play has been underwhelming. Now, again, there was only 1 penalty in the game before this particular one. And again, Hampton was not impressive on that first power play. We'll see. Still have a minute 38 left, but rough start.
Face off to the left of the Hampton net, and that's good for Latrobe because they're able to keep the puck in the defensive end. Able to tick 30 seconds off of this Talbots power play as well here as we get this third period started. And here come the Talbots. Adamski, and bouncing shot, stick save made, and that's a tough one for Handwork because that shot kind of knuckled it and handcuffed him.
Yeah, bouncing puck, really.
Baker working hard behind his own net. But the Wildcats clear it back to center red. Up the right side it goes. Commendator. Good to see him back on the ice after being shaken up by that hit by Miller at the end of the period. Cross ice pass goes to the right side. Reinert trying to drive down the right wing boards. They'll send it back to the right point where Adamski is posted up. Adamski right on the blue line, brings it in through traffic, shot blocked, and able to find it as JT Schmizzy, a 2-on-1 shorthanded back the other way. Schmizzy ahead to Novak, Novak back to Schmizzy, and one too many passes there allows Hampton to bring it back.
Yeah, when you're on the penalty kill, Matt, you got to take a shot there.
Reinert brings it in, dropping the puck back now to Orban. Schmizzy steps into him, and an opportunity. Good work by Rossi. Rossi breaks another stick. Actually, I'm sorry, he had a Talbots player stick there that Bates had kind of hooked him, and Rossi just took the stick and then threw it to the ice. I thought he broke another blade.
Well, Bates did. He broke a stick.
Up the right side, sidestepping a check into the Latrobe zone there is Orban, but the Wildcats able to clear it back, and just 8 seconds left here on this Talbots power play. They might have time for one more rush if they hustle. Opportunity here, coast to coast comes Meglio. Into the zone, wrist shot, Meglio, save McGee, and the penalty over for Latrobe. Best scoring chance for the Talbots comes as the penalty time expires, but still a tough save for Handwork on that offering there by Meglio.
Yeah, Meglio had a clear-cut shot at Handwork, but nice job. Handwork covers up quickly. We didn't see a lot of Handwork last year, Matt. Ryan Powell was the starting goalkeeper for the Wildcats, but Handwork's come up nicely. He's doing a really, really strong job here tonight against a very offensive-minded Talbots team.
And Handwork has played every minute this season for the Wildcats after, as you mentioned, being Ryan Powell's backup last year. Played in a handful of regular season games and then ended up stepping into a playoff game, too, when Powell got pulled. I think that was the Penguins Cup final.
It was against Plum.
Latrobe bringing it back, trying to go up the left side. Here's Stein. Just going to dump it in, and Meglio will chase back behind his own net. 2.5 minutes into this third period. Talbot still on top by the score of 2-1. Meglio comes up the left side, but a penalty behind the play. And I think the Talbots are going to sit down for the first time tonight. Schwartzpaw not happy about it, but he's going to be called for interference. And Greater Latrobe will get their first chance with the man advantage on the evening. Actually, it's going to be Evan Kaprivnikar who's going to sit down. And Latrobe, a golden opportunity to knot this one up on their first power play of the evening.
Yeah, the penalty killing unit for the Wildcats, Matt, is 2 for 2. And really is, had a stranglehold on Hampton when they're on the power play. So this is a great opportunity for the Wildcats. Shots tied 23-23, but they find themselves still down by 1. This is the first time, as you had mentioned, with a man advantage. See if they can make some noise in the Hampton end.
Face off outside here. Won by Greater Latrobe. Passing over to the left side, Blake Rossi trying to break it out. Schmizzy will find that he'll break center red. Latrobe on the power play for the first time. Into the zone, Schmizzy drifts. Dropping it back behind the net, taken there by Hampton's Ryan Iverson. He can't clear. Follow-up try, and Rossi able to keep it in at the left point. Puck moved down the left wing boards by Cole Ferry. Back behind the net, Paxton Nupp. Nupp circles back to the left wing side. Up and over the puck is Ferry. Back to the point. Shot on by Rossi. That floater up and over the net. After it, here is Jason DeFelice. And clearing attempt, Nupp will glove it down. Nupp through traffic, redirect, goal! JT Schmizzy redirects it home. Power play goal for the Wildcats. And they knot the game at 3 with 13:49 left here in the third period. Great shot from the right point. Better precision on the redirect by Schmizzy. We're tied at 3.
Yeah, Schmizzy did a really nice job. Just put his stick right on that puck. Bounced right past McGee. That's exactly what Greater Latrobe needed starting this third period. On a penalty kill, they get a power play. They're right back in it.
Puck played back through center red.
Boy, and what a shot. Was that? I think that was Rossi that unleashed that slap shot.
Was it Rossi or Nupp? They both had it. I can't remember who it was from the point.
We'll find out here in a second. And that's a tough one, too, for McGee. I mean, not much you can do on a redirect. It just didn't see the puck. It bounced right, actually, underneath the glove side on his left side.
Back the other way. Here come the Wildcats again down the left side. Rossi, shot to the net, save made. McGee, rebound. Stein bearing down on it. And McGee has to get the glove down quick to keep that scoring opportunity off the board for Latrobe.
You mentioned Latrobe leading scorers. That was JT Schmizzy's 4th goal of the season. So now we have a 3-way tie for the Wildcats. Good job, too, by Latrobe on that power play, Matt. I mean, we talked about Brantley Miller having to sit out. He actually leads the team. He has 2 power play goals, so even more impressive to be able to get a goal without the best guy you have on the power play.
Face-off won here by the Talbots. They play it back to center red. Ruffner finds it. And then Orban able to take it away, but the Talbots have to tag up. Orban makes sure Baker's onside, breaks the zone, shot to the net. And that one goes just wide. Back and forth this game's gone. As you mentioned, Latrobe has not led the night. Hand pass here against the Talbots will bring the face-off back into neutral zone.
Yeah, official scoring, JT Schmizzy on the power play goal. That was Paxton Nupp and Cole Ferry on the assist. It's a second assist for Nupp this evening. Cole Ferry also has 2 points, one on a first period goal and that assist on the goal from JT Schmizzy.
Latrobe's big players are coming through here. Both teams have gotten some big goals. Right wing shot coming there, and that blast off the stick of Matt Commendator. Up and over the net. Fed back around here by the Talbots. Over to the right side, Commendator. Playing it back here to the left point. Meglio looks it over, dumps it back behind the net. DeFelice tries to free the puck up with a body check there against Commendator. And clearing it out. Here's a lead pass. As DeFelice finds Nupp down the right side. Nupp has to pull the puck back. Nupp coming back to the point. Ruffner with the one-timer blocked as getting the skate in front of it was Michael Orban. Now Orban back the other way, and he has his pocket picked by DeFelice. Talbots would have been offside, so they touched the puck, so Nupp brings it back the other way, gives him a chance to get the clear. And we're tied at 3 with 11:55 left here in regulation. Drop pass, Nupp through traffic, big stick save made, and diving out for the rebound is McGee. As Paxton Nupp, a good rip there, but McGee equal to the task.
Yeah, and that puck was bouncing in front of McGee, and Nupp was right on it, Matt. Good thing for McGee, he covered up quickly, because had he not, Nupp was ready to take that rebound, try to put it past McGee on the second shot attempt.
Face off to the left of goaltender Gage Handwork. And the draw one. Rossi through traffic. Redirect glove. Stop made by McGee as Burkhart with the deflection that time.
Yeah, good job by McGee. He didn't see the puck till the very end. Good recovery, even though I think the shot might have been just a tad offline.
Yeah, I think you're right, Rennie. I think the redirect actually pushed it offline, but McGee still had to be tough to make that glove stop.
Sure.
Taking no chances. As back to the left point. Ian Lamalinero pushing it in. Bodies collide. And a whistle on the play.
This Greater Latrobe fan contingency in front of us is not, they've been boisterous all night. Let's just put it that way.
They've had their Mountain Dew.
I think it's more like Red Bull.
Yeah, perhaps. Rossi with the long shot there, knocked aside by McGee. Loose puck in front, backhand try, and just missing is Cole Novak as he had turned McGee inside out, but the backhander goes wide. Battle for the puck in the corner. Hampton in control of it. Stein makes the steal to the left side. Burkhart can't keep it in. But bringing it right back here is Lamalinero. Around here to the near side, Stein. Centers pushed away by the defense. Good work in front of his own cage there by Iverson, who's been really strong on the blue line for the Talbots here tonight.
Sure.
Steal, though, by Novak. In the left wing circle, Novak drives in tight, tries to push it on the far post, and McGee gets the pad out to make the save and holds for the draw as we see momentum swing in the Wildcats' favor.
Yeah, this third period's been all Latrobe here, Matt. The much more aggressive team really have the Talbots back on their heels, and all of this being done without Brantley Miller, too, so even more impressive from this Wildcats team.
If Miller has about 3 minutes of penalty time left to serve, then he'll be allowed to come back out. Be a big boost for Latrobe. He'll be well rested.
Yeah, I mean, and being able to not only be down 3-2, weather the storm of not having him for 10 minutes, but be able to tie it up as well, for his potential here return.
Long shot taken from the point, blocked down. Behind the net it goes, hustling after it is DeFelice. And he'll find it on the far boards. DeFelice trying to push it back to the point. It comes to DeFelice on the right point. Shot on, stick save made. Rebound ends up in the net. The officials say it's a goal.
I think that was Cole Ferry.
Lots of traffic in front, Rennie. I'm not sure if it was Ferry who touched it last. That shot came from the point. It may hit the backside of one of the Hampton defenders. Either way, the Wildcats will take it. And Latrobe has their first lead of the night with 10:29 left here in this third period.
But again, with Latrobe, the strategy, get bodies in front of McGee, get traffic in front of McGee, just put shots on McGee. They've been doing it all night really well, and now finally leading 4-3. Is there some discussion now with the officials?
Yeah, I think the
trying to see
Hampton
if
player
they're
was
arguing.
I think he's probably arguing there might have been a high stick on the puck. But it was ruled a goal on the ice, so there's no instant replay in the PIHL. No one's calling Toronto, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't see any red phones anywhere.
So it'll stand, and Latrobe has the lead. And you're right, Cole Ferry gets it, and then a big body check in front of the Latrobe net, Latrobe bench, as Paxton Nupp thumps Matt Commendator. Back the other way. Here comes a chance back. Ferry to the net, drops it back. Big rip coming and missing there is Jason DeFelice on a great setup by Ferry. Ferry in front, finding it is Nupp in the right wing circle. Nupp pushing it back to Ferry. Latrobe really bringing the offense now. Trying to clear it out of the Talbots. They got to weather the storm. And back the other way comes Orban. Orban coast to coast. Orban leans in, trying to get around Ruffner. Ruffner uses the body. Orban tries to check him. Both players go to the ice. Schmizzy behind his own net. Loose puck coming back to the point. Meglio, nice job to keep it in. To the right point, the pass goes through traffic. The shot taken by Reinhardt, but it goes wide. Back to the near side it comes. Oh, wow. Meglio queued up the AC/DC because somebody got thunderstruck along the boards on that check. And Ferry shaken up.
Yeah, he's
a heavy hit
going to
from
come off here.
Meglio there.
You mentioned Cole Ferry, Matt. That goal to put Latrobe up, assisted by JT Schmizzy and Jason DeFelice. That's Ferry's 4th point of the night, 2 goals and 2 assists.
And don't forget, coming up after the game, we'll have your Triblive 3 stars of the game. A couple of those names you might hear on that list.
You mean they're going to make the list?
I think someone's going to make the list. Chris Lackner's made the list before. That's a different list.
He's permanently on the list.
He doesn't want to get it. He knows that. Timeout taken here on the ice. Penalty against Latrobe. It's going to give Hampton a... Ruffner called for high sticking, so Hampton going to get a power play and a golden chance to tie this one up. The Talbots 0 for 2, and they're going to take a timeout here to talk things over as Dave Anderson wants to make sure they have the right strategy because their previous 2 power play chances have already been less than impressive.
Yeah, really, if you just took a glance and didn't realize that Hampton was on a power play, Matt, you would think it would have been Greater Latrobe on the power play. They actually generated more shots on goal in 2 Hampton power plays than the actual team on the power play. So they got to regroup and figure out, as you see the dry erase board getting some work over there, trying to dial something up here to get Hampton back at least tied in this game. And the Talbots haven't really been in this situation this entire game, Matt. They find themselves trailing for the first time. See if they can be the ones to respond, because so far Latrobe on 3 occasions have been able to come back down a goal.
Yes, and now Latrobe, after the last tally by Ferry, have their first lead of the evening at 4-3 after trailing 3-2 heading into this third period. And now they'll have to kill off the third Hampton power play of the night, but the Talbots have not done much with the man advantage, but see if taking this time out in the strategy discussion between Dave Anderson and his assistant coaches. See what they draw up here for this Talbots power play try. To the right of handwork. Draw is won by the Wildcats. Trying to find some room there is Fratansky. And able to poke it ahead and back into the Talbot zone is Jared Stein. As Latrobe starts to kill the clock here early on.
Yeah, Rossi did a nice job starting that clear. Stein finished it off.
Puck played back into the Latrobe end. After it there is Blake Rossi. Rossi sends it back to the point. Orban able to keep it in. Orban working along the near boards. Feeds it across. Big blast coming and missing there with the heavy rip was Luke Reiser. Adamski finds it at the left point. Drifts between the circles. Reiser in the right circle. Reiser goes to the far boards now looking for somewhere to go with it. 41 seconds into this power play. Adamski from the point. Drifting to his left. Adamski shoots, blocked. Follow-up, trying up and over the net with that offering was Michael Orban. And now Latrobe gets a break as the puck bounces out. Novak trying to come back. Adamski takes him down. May have gotten away with one there, but back the other way come the Talbots. Here comes Orban into the zone. Sidesteps a check, sidesteps a second check, but getting enough of him there was Stein to spin him to the ice. Novak finds the puck in his own zone. And here come the Wildcats back. Novak slapping it off the boards back into the Talbot zone, and Latrobe is killed. A minute and 20 seconds of power play time, while Hampton had a brief buzz there, Rennie. Not an actual shot on goal yet.
No, they have not.
Lead pass up the left side, too strong for Schwartzbaugh. He's able to regroup and chase it down behind the net. Then gets bumped off the puck by Blake Rossi. Regrouping, though. Adamski's shot, stick save made by Handwork as he pushes it over to the corner. Schmizzy finds the puck and sends it the length of the ice. And with 15 seconds left from this Talbots power play, maybe time for one more try.
Yeah, but it's been more the same for the Wildcats penalty kill. They've done an outstanding job on 3 power plays for Hampton.
Adamski takes Nupp's stick as a souvenir, then drives down the right side, backhander and tight save made. Handwork, and he covers up the rebound with Schwerer and Schwartzbaugh bearing down.
Yeah, just 1 tick left on the power play, and can't say enough again about Handwork on these 3 power plays. His defense in front of him has really played well, but he's come up big too on some shots from Hampton on those 3 different power play attempts.
We got another penalty coming up here against the Wildcats. We're going to have coincidence. Is it going to be? No, it's not. Latrobe just took another penalty. And this will be a 1-second 2-man advantage. And now Ruffner back on. Big shot, save made. Nupp's in the box. And I think he got called for hooking. There's a chance in tight, save made. Handwork looking for that rebound, still loose. Hampton trying to find it. Handwork able to close the puck off. Actually, the official, I think, lost sight of it. And a golden opportunity, but I think the call against Nupp, Rennie, was when his stick ended up in Adamski's arm. Adamski maybe didn't want to take it with him, but I think the Nupp got called for hooking on that one.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's exactly the call, hooking.
So Hampton with back-to-back power plays here now with 7:16 left in this third period. A 4-3 Greater Latrobe lead. Hampton now on their 4th power play of the night, yet to break through. Rossi takes it, clears it out, and maybe a short-handed chance back the other way. Here comes Novak down the left side. Wrister coming, fought off by the goaltender McGee, and Novak would have pushed that ahead sooner. Stein would have been walking in all by himself.
I was going to say he kind of hesitated a little bit because he had Stein streaking down the right side.
Meglio, cross-ice pass, opportunity for Evan Kaprivnikar. Into the zone, trying to get around Lane Ruffner, can't do that. Stein takes it, and he's able to clear it out, so Hampton has to tag back up and get offsides here, or get onside here, 55 seconds into this power play try. Meglio deflects it back into the Latrobe zone, but Lane Ruffner finds it there. Ruffner sends it off the glass this way. Meglio, nice job to keep it in. Novak puts pressure on him, takes his legs out from under him, and he's able to clear it back into the Hampton zone. Reinert finds it, passing it over here to the left side to Schwartzbaugh. Schwartzbaugh up the right side to Schwerer. Schwerer finds that puck. Meglio wants at the point. Drifting over here, Schwerer to the left side. Pushing it down low now, Kaprivnikar. Tries to wrap around, and nobody home there as that puck squirts through the circles and comes back to neutral ice with 30 seconds now left in this Talbots power play. Latrobe leading 4-3. Ruffner finds it, moves it ahead to Ferry. Schmizzy picks off the pass in the slot, and he'll send it the length of the ice. And Hampton will have one more rush on this man advantage, trying to get the equalizer on this, their 4th power play try of the night. Evan Kaprivnikar breaks the zone up the right side. Kaprivnikar circles, bumped off the puck by DeFelice. Into the circle, found, shot, save, rebound, pushed out. As Orban found that loose puck, it was blocked in front, Rennie, but that loose puck knocked out by Handwork, and the Wildcats kill their 4th power play try of the night. Hustling back, though, cross-ice pass. Kaminsky pushing it back to the point it comes, shot through traffic, blocked again by Schmizzy, and he pushes it ahead. Cole Ferry looking for the HT. Down the left side, Ferry drives in tight, sliding, blocked by Adamski, and a whistle on the play.
Looked like Ferry was trying to do a drop pass to Nupp. Good defense by Hampton, and what a great penalty-killing unit it's been thus far tonight for Greater Latrobe. Hampton 0 for 4 on the power play, and really the story of it, too, is not generating a whole lot of shots, but, boy, handwork's just been all over the place. And that last attempt, as you had mentioned, the puck drifting, you know, toward the net but away from him, he just slides out on his belly and knocks the puck completely away from the net. Unbelievable effort.
5:14 left here in regulation. 4-3 Latrobe on top. 30-28, the Wildcats with the edge in shots, and now Hampton going to take a penalty. So the Wildcats will get the man advantage. I think Adamski was the man who got called. Latrobe 1 for 1 on the power play tonight. Rossi at the left point. Looks it over now on the right side. One-time try by DeFelice. McGee gets the blocker on it.
And that was almost a redirect by Nupp.
We have a whistle here. And Rossi, and is he going to the box too?
Yeah, they're going to get Rossi.
Now, Rossi went over to say something to the scorekeeper. Not sure what the call was there. And we'll wait and see. They might have called a high stick on the puck there. It's going to bring this one back out to the neutral zone. 1:48 left here on the Wildcat power play. They're second of the night. They've only had one chance of the man advantage, but turned it into a goal. JT Schmizzy dropping it back now. Ferry down low. Schmizzy in the left corner. Trying to drop it off for Nupp. Nupp back to Schmizzy along the far board. Schmizzy walks it out. Rossi wants the puck. Rossi through traffic, blocked in front. Good defense again by Iverson. Tight shot from the right circle, and the stop made as DeFelice got a good chance, but McGee makes a better save. And now a little pushing after the play as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's starting to get a little bit chippier here, Matt, as we come just under 5 minutes to go here in the third period. And
we're going to get
so far McGee.
Coincidental minors here. Orban and Nupp are both going to sit down for roughing.
It's the right call by the official.
Keeping it in control. I like that.
Yep.
DeFelice from the right point. Cross point pass. Big rip by Rossi. Save made by the goaltender McGee.
Right off his
young
left shoulder.
life flashed before his face get in front of that blast too.
That's a kind of slap shot that'll tear a left rotator cuff.
Whew. Wow. A heavy rip from the left point by Rossi. Rossi gets it back as Miller finds him. Rossi trying to chip it down the wall. Schmizzy finds it behind the net. Schmizzy brings it to the near side. Passing over now. Referee's arms up. I think Hampton's going to get another penalty called against him.
They are.
Cross rink pass. Rossi missed it. Schmizzy's favoring his face. He's hurt. And I'm not sure what the call is, but I think it might be high sticking. Schmizzy either,
I think you're right.
He's got to get off the ice and let them get another guy on here. The net's empty, and Latrobe just decides to turn it over because they were killing valuable clock that they could have used with a two-man advantage, and I think Schmizzy got a high stick.
Yeah, a little delay by Greater Latrobe. Schmizzy was skating slowly, holding his face, trying to get to his box, but
Iverson will be the man guilty of the penalty. That's a big loss for Hampton. He's been their best defenseman tonight.
By far.
And Latrobe will have 36 seconds of 5-on-3 time to work with here. Face off in the neutral zone.
Latrobe leading now in shots 32-28. Really, this third period, Matt's belonged to the Wildcats.
It has. Cole Novak in for the draw. Wins it to Stein. Stein sends it back to the defense. Kratansky will take it there. Kratansky up the right side, goes to Stein, who breaks the line. Stein down the right wing boards, drives deep. Ruffner calling for the puck at the right point. He'll get it. Ruffner looks it over, fakes the shot, swings it to the other point. Kratansky brings it back to Stein. Save made with the glove.
Wow.
Jake McGee to Niles. Seems it had to come. Shot in front, save made. Rebound denied again as Evan Clark Deaver stopped in front by McGee. Moose tries to turn and shoot again, and this one's deflected up into the roof here at the Nevin Arena. Jake McGee coming up huge to keep the Talbots in this one.
Wow, two great attempts by Stein. Could not put it past McGee. Unbelievable. if Hampton comes back and somehow is able to tie this game, Matt, you'll look back to that series as the reason why. That could have been 2 really easy goals for Greater Latrobe, but boy, give McGee credit. 5-on-3, comes up big.
Face-off won by the Wildcats. DeFelice at the point. To the other side. Rossi, a big blast. Save made by McGee. And Rossi able to keep it in. Nice steal on the clearing pass. Rossi to Schmizzy. Redirect goes wide. Ferry along the near boards. Putting it back behind the net. Latrobe now working on this second penalty. Schmizzy down low. Setting up shop at the bottom of the right circle. Up to the wall it comes now. Ferry to DeFelice. DeFelice back to Ferry. Ferry down low to Schmizzy. Schmizzy comes back to the point. DeFelice looks it over. Now Schmizzy along the right wing boards. Schmizzy walks it out to the circle. Through traffic, the shot. Save made. Ferry tries to find the rebound. Pushing to the right side. Stop made. Follow-up try by Miller. Stopped again. Schmizzy turns. Fires off the outside of the net. Puck still loose. And the Talbots weather the storm. Latrobe able to keep it in, though. Ferry steals. To the other side. Rossi. Wrister. Save McKee, and he holds the rebound.
You won't see those kind of saves. 5 tremendous saves in a row by McGee, and he has absolutely kept his team in this game. Unreal. He's been an absolute madman in the last minute of this game.
McGee is, well, to take an old hockey adage, your best penalty killers are always your goaltender. McGee has stood on his head with these back-to-back Latrobe power plays here. Ferry up the left side. Now Novak tries to find room. Novak back to the left point. Kratansky can't keep it in. Brings it here to the right side. Ruffner steps into that. All the way around it goes. Novak going to try to chase it down. Along the boards, he'll chip it back to Kratansky at the left point. Behind the Hampton net, stepping into it there is Doug Wright. Wright goes to the far side. Steal by Stein. Stein brings it back around here to the near side. 3 seconds left on the Wildcat power play. Stein all the way across. In the circle. Shot coming and just missing there was Cole Novak. Loose puck in the slot. Hampton kills the penalty. And here they come back the other way. 2-on-2. Out of the box is Orban. Orban against Kratansky. Kratansky, great defense to block the pass and then take him to the boards. To the right side of the rink it goes. Kept in by the Talbots. Behind the net. Adamski tries to find room. Has it taken away on good defensive work there by Novak. Wright watches that puck take a bad bounce, and with 70 seconds left, we have an empty net to our right. Extra attacker now on for the Talbots. Puck played back into the Greater Latrobe zone. Ruffner trying to find an outlet. Adamski makes the steal. Right at the point, can't keep it in. Novak, it's a foot race. Novak looking for the loose puck. Novak scores! And in the process tells the fat lady to put the hot dog down and start singing too. The Wildcats have a 5-3 lead. Cole Novak with the empty net goal, and he slides into the cage for good measure as well.
Yeah, why not score the go-ahead goal, give him a 2-goal lead, and then just score yourself, basically. That was all hustle by Novak. He was able to knock the puck free, chase down his own clear attempt. Unbelievable effort, and man, the Wildcats showed up in this third period, Matt.
Latrobe scoring 3 times here in period number 3. And the Cole Novak empty netter give the Wildcats a 5-3 lead with 56 seconds left in regulation. Face-off won by the Wildcats. They'll move it ahead. Schmizzy backhands it through center red. Steal made by Reinert. Reinert tries to dump it in. Kahalik able to keep it in all the way around to the far side, and Venture finds it, throwing it towards the Latrobe net. Rossi pushing it up the other side. And the backhand clear by Brantley Miller back into the Hampton zone. Meglio finds it. Meglio bringing it back here to the near side. Meglio blows a tire, but able to get the puck is Reinert. Lead feed up the right side. Venture breaks the zone. Ruffner gives chase. Venture trying to bring it all the way around. Wanted to center into the slot there for Reinert, but couldn't do it. Meglio throws it back towards the net. Ferry bumps into him. Reinert dumps it back in. And into the Latrobe end it goes. 20 seconds left here in regulation. Wildcats going to clear this one back to center. Glove down there by Reinert. Kahalik back into his own end. And the Talbots will taste defeat as Latrobe breaks a 2-game losing streak with an impressive home win here over Hampton this evening. Latrobe knocking off the Talbots by the final score of 5-3. We'll take a break and be back to wrap it up. You're watching 2017 PIHL High School Hockey here on the Triblive High School Sports Network.
Triblive has a little something for everyone. Sports from high school to the pros. News from across the street and around the world. Arts and entertainment, lifestyles, opinion, weather, photo galleries, video. You can even find your next job, house, and car. So look alive, Pittsburgh, and get the news you want and information you need all in one place. Triblive.com. Triblive.com. News and more 24/7.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
For the most complete recap of Friday night's high school football action, tune in on your way home from the game to the WPIHL Scoreboard Show, only here on the Triblive High School Sports Network. Hi, this is Don Rebel. Join me in a cast of thousands for all the scores with recaps from the top games, plus we highlight the night on the Triblive Roundtable. That's the WPIHL Scoreboard Show after the game on Friday nights on the Triblive High School Sports Network and at tribhssn.triblive.com.
Back here at the Kirk Nevin Arena, wrapping up the Greater Latrobe Wildcats. 5-3 victory over the Hampton Talbots here tonight. Matt Vandriak, Rennie Detore with you here on the Triblive High School Sports Network. Rennie, 8 goals on the board tonight. Started back in the first period. You have the scoring recap for us.
Yeah, we'll start with the Hampton Talbots getting on the board first. It was Michael Orban with his team-leading 5th goal, assisted by Ryan Iverson and Matthew Commendatore. You know, the big thing on that one, again, as we had mentioned, Orban was able to get that redirect off an Iverson blast to put Hampton up 1-0, but much the same way it's been most of the night, Greater Latrobe had an answer. Cole Ferry getting his first of 2 goals back in the first period to tie this game on the assist from Paxton Nupp and Blake Rossi. If you remember, Ferry actually had a loose puck. Was actually tried to be cleared by the Wildcats. He just chased it down, was able to put it right through the 5-hole of Jake McGee, tying it 1-1 there. And he just, Cole Ferry, was a monster tonight. Did a really, really nice job and would not be denied on that goal, tying it up. We move into the second period. Again, Hampton found a way to take the lead. Justin Adamski on the assist from Luke Reiser, giving the Talbots a 2-1 lead. But about 3 minutes later, Lane Ruffner and the Greater Latrobe Wildcats were able to answer again. This was Ruffner scoring on the assist from Brantley Miller and Cole Ferry, picking up his second point of the night in the second period to tie the game 2-2 on the goal by Ruffner. But again, as the second period wound down, it was Hampton taking the lead 3-2. Colin Baker on the assist from Orban gives the Talbots a 3-2 lead, and that happened at the very, very tail end of the second period. In addition to Hampton starting the third period on a power play, so thought maybe the momentum was going to be shifted in the direction of Hampton after that goal. And what a pass by Orban to Baker to set up that third goal for Hampton. But really that would where the scoring would end for the Talbots and pick up for the Greater Latrobe Wildcats, absolutely dominating the third period. And it started with tying this game at 3. JT Shimizi on Latrobe's first power play, able to score, assisted by Paxton Nupp and Cole Ferry, again picking up his second assist of the night. But the Wildcats were not done. They got their first lead of the game, leading 4-3. Cole Ferry assisted by JT Shimizi and Jason DeFelice. And boy, what a third period it was for JT Shimizi and Cole Ferry. This was the goal from Ferry, his second of the night, again assisted by JT Shimizi, who picked up his second point as well. Also Jason DeFelice getting another assist on that. And then finally, leading 4-3, it was Cole Novak with the empty netter as the Hampton Talbots pulled McGee, try to get that man advantage toward the tail end with about a minute left. But it was Novak doing a nice job poking the puck away, basically chasing down his own clear attempt and able to put that empty netter in, giving Latrobe a 5-3 lead. And Matt, when you look at the scoring summary, it was back and forth for the first 2 periods, but that third period, it was all Wildcats.
Latrobe doing a really nice job in the third period. Running most importantly, the special teams of Latrobe, the difference here tonight, killing off
Sure.
4 power
Absolutely.
plays against and coming through with the PPG of their own. 2 PPGs of their own. No, just one. Just one power play goal.
They had one power play goal.
One power play goal.
Two attempts.
So that's the difference, really. You kill off 4, you get 1, you're plus for the night, and that's really where the difference was. And a great third period for the Wildcats. It really just seemed like as the game went on, the Wildcats got stronger and really stepped up in that third period, scoring all 3 goals. Big period for J.T. Schmizzy and Cole Ferry as well. And with that, it'll take you to your Triblive 3 stars of the game. Honorable mention star to both of our goaltenders here tonight. Those guys played great, both Cole Novak and Jake McGee. Those guys were very strong. Our third star going to go to Hampton's Michael Orban. He had a goal and an assist here tonight. Our second star, Latrobe's J.T. Schmizzy with the goal and an assist. And your number 1 star and Triblive High School Sports Network player of the game, Cole Ferry for the Wildcats, a 4-point night, 2 goals and 2 assists. He is your top star here this evening.
Yeah, and again, you mentioned both goalies really did an outstanding job. Some stellar saves. Give credit to Greater Latrobe. They came in with a strategy to try to get traffic in front of Jake McGee. They did that. They were able to generate scoring opportunities, putting 4 goals on him. He's only given up 3 the entire season, so 4 tonight is huge for the Wildcats. And again, Gage handwork, when you look at goals against, giving up 3, he met that total. Hampton was able to put 3 on him, but 36 shots on goal for Hampton, so 33 saves for handwork. Outstanding night.
Yeah, both of these keepers making big saves in the game, and great goaltending display. You don't usually say that when you've had 8 goals scored, but only 7 actually beat the goaltenders, and both of those guys came up with some big saves, some clutch saves, some 10-bell saves here tonight. Hampton will host Upper St. Clair next. They'll play at the Ice Connection next Monday night. The Talbots then will have their final game of November on November 27th when they visit the Barrel Complex and take on Pine Ridgeland. Latrobe will host Penn Trafford here at the Kirk Nevin Arena next Monday. The Wildcats then take on Quaker Valley here on November 20th and will close out November against Franklin Regional on the 27th. Final score here from the Kirk Nevin Arena. Greater Latrobe knocks off Hampton by the count of 5-0. The Wildcats, 5-3. The Wildcats even the record up at 3-3 on the season. Hampton falls to 3-2-0-1. For Rennie, Detore, Matt Vandriak, thanks for tuning in and hope you enjoyed it as much as we did bring it to you. And we appreciate you tuning in to watch PIHL High School Hockey coverage 2017 here on the Triblive High School Sports Network.
You have been listening and watching PIHL High School Hockey on the Triblive High School Sports Network, sponsored in part by UPMC Sports Medicine, by Carlo University, by Dollar Bank, by AstroTurf, by Chick-fil-A Robinson, by WQED, and by Trib Total Media. You can follow the PIHL High School Hockey season by logging on every day to www.tribhssn.triblive.com. The preceding has been a special presentation of the PIHL and Triblive High School Sports Network.